Dave, and that's the kind of performances both of these skips will have to make if they want to move on in the playoffs.
Suzanne Gaudet against Jennifer Jones. It's Playoff Friday. Saskatchewan will also play Team Canada.
The 2007 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Purex is softer and thicker than ever.
Sweetie, can I have that? Okay.
Softness the whole family will love. Purex, now softer and thicker.
In an average building, in an average elevator, most people simply do not know. In fact, only 1 in 10 knows the good news that most savings are now protected right up to $100,000 by Canada Deposit Insurance Corporation. Are your savings protected? Call or click cdic.ca or ask where you bank or invest. Chances are, you'll be glad you did.
Tired of smelly muscle creams? MyoFlex gives you fast relief from nagging muscle pain without the odor. Maximum strength MyoFlex, because pain relief doesn't have to smell to work.
Hey, Bill.
Steve, looks like you had a barbecue meltdown.
Right before the big party.
Come on, we'll get you started again.
Planning on making some changes to your backyard? From barbecues and lawnmowers to garden tools and accessories, we've got you covered. Plus, friendly expert advice. Start right at True Value for all your do-it-yourself projects.
Perfect.
Thanks again, Bill.
Whoops, don't forget your fire extinguisher.
True Value. Start right, start here.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready! Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
The Strauss Herb Company manufactures a full line of herbal dietary supplements based on traditional European recipes. Our biggest Strauss Heart Drop sale of the year is on now at a health food store near you.
A giant step for trucks is coming your way. An all-new 6.4-liter Power Stroke diesel with dual turbos. Arriving at your Ford store.
The 2007 Scotties Tournament of Hearts on TSN is brought to you in part by a proud sponsor of Canadian curling, M&M Meat Shops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. By Strauss Herb Company, trust the tradition. And by Ford, built for life in Canada.
And for a final time, we welcome you inside the ENMAX Center here in Lethbridge and TSN's coverage of this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Just these two sheets in play for this page playoff evening, with Team Canada against Saskatchewan, the winner going through to Sunday's final, PEI playing Manitoba, with the loser being eliminated. And that's where we are going to concentrate on that elimination game. Let's meet the teams. It's brought to you by True Value Hardware. Help is just around the corner.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Jones from the St. Mattel Curling Club in Winnipeg. Our lead is Janet Arnott. Our second is Jill Officer. Third is Kathy Overton Clapham. Fifth is Kristen Williamson. And our coach is Connie Lalibri.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Goody from the Charlottetown Curling Club. Our lead is Stephanie Clark. Our second is Carol Webb. Our third is Robin McPhee. Our fifth player is Sinead Dolan. And our coach is Terry Smith.
Jennifer Jones and Manitoba finishing 9-2, and by virtue of finishing clear, they had the choice of the stones. They also got the hammer. So playing the yellow stones is Manitoba. PEI is playing red, and to get us going, it is Prince Edward Island.
Yep. One thing we know about real true champions is they rise to the occasion, and we'll see PEI, former Canadian junior champs, are doing just that in their tiebreaker game. They elevated their performance. Terrific numbers for all 4 members. We expect the same from the Manitoba group.
Stephanie Clark, for example, played a little bit spotty during the week, but she came up with a big game this afternoon at 85%, I believe it was, and it was a tremendous game, as we showed you in our opening. It went down to last rock, and Suzanne Goody made a tremendous shot to win that game. You might think, is he nuts? It was a hit and stick, but it was a difficult hit and stick, you know. You couldn't roll 2 or 3 inches either way, or you're going to lose the game. So it was a. And what I like about it, she threw the weight at it that she throws best. She went with what she does the best, Linda.
Me too. And that's something that I think pressure can do to you, is get you making choices that aren't as good. But during the game, Suzanne's only struggles really were when her weight on hits went down a little bit. They overcurled. The last shot she threw with confidence, and it was perfect.
Whoa. Top 12. Whoa.
It's nice to see this team from the island, you know, back kind of, they struggled a little bit during the week for sure, but this afternoon they looked confident. They looked like they were having some fun out there. Stephanie Clark is absolutely just fun even to say hello to. She's just bubbling all the time.
They're having the time of their life. As we say, PEI playing the Redstones. Manitoba has opted for the yellow. As we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier.
Well, one of the things that will give these teams some confidence, Vic, at this level is this is when the teams get to choose their stones. Kelly Scott, Jan Betker took the first selection out there, then Manitoba and PEI. PEI chose the entire set from Sheet C, where they had a good game against Yukon Northwest Territories and felt comfortable. Manitoba did a bit of a mix and match. Ironically enough, their 4 stones from A, 2 from D, and 2 from C were the same stones they used to win the provincial championship in Manitoba. Now, those rocks don't necessarily run the same here, but clearly they are stones they feel comfortable with.
These are the MCA stones from Manitoba. You could see, Vic, in this end, that Jennifer Jones, having the advantage of last rock, didn't wait for anything. She ignored the stone in the 4-foot, threw up the corner guard, and now with a little bit of a roll, she can bring that corner guard into play.
And at first thought, that corner was, listening to you and Ray all the week, Linda, may have been too far over to be of any use, covering the edge of the 8.
It is a little wide, Vic. It's more often when you're later in the game and you needing to generate points, and there's so much play in the middle. You know you have to get a roll over there. A long roll can be tough when there's lots of rocks around. This one, though, you're just hitting one. Pretty nice shot.
Boy, I'll say. Great shot by Jill Officer.
Do you have that? Got little over half. Come to there.
Pretty hard to hold a shooter. You can only see about half of it. So they'll come around.
This is where you have to make choices. In the first end of play, you sometimes see teams go up and peel that corner and tell the other team, basically, you have to make some perfect draws, not set up a double, and of course the draws have to stay in the rings. This is an aggressive call for the first end.
This is offense against offense.
Line's good. T. Back 8. T. Back 8. Yep. T. Line only. Line's great. T. Yep. Yep. Go, go, go. Yep. Hard, 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 hard. Nice shot, Carol.
Yeah, I'd say a couple feet, Jill.
Well, you can see that Manitoba likes the way this thing is setting up, because all the play is on the sides, and If they don't get something working for them, they can always just take their single point by drawing to the open 4 foot. When you have the hammer, it's written in the book. Try to force the game to the edges, and that's exactly what they've done.
Walk you can. Hard!
Can't roll.
Hard! 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 Dan, go! Hard, Dan, go!
Look at Jen Arnott.
Great shot,
wow.
Good. Great brushing. Great sweeping.
Great brushing, too.
Her line collar down there.
I think it comes off.
Oh, does it
Yeah.
ever? Without.
That's why I was like, when you said T-line, I was like, oh.
Well, 381, so that's why I said that. I know.
Or there. I like that.
This is looking like trouble if you're not careful for PEI. Those yellow stones, you now have a couple of ways to run onto the shot red stone.
So it didn't get there, then you're saying? I thought it got there.
Could be shot, but both those yellows can be run onto the red, and then the other yellow can count. And so this is why PEI is trying to protect it. And the interesting thing is Robin McPhee is another one of those who's playing so well today.
Back 8, T-line, back 8. We're definitely bouncing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think it was maybe red shot.
It's pretty good.
But that one was supposed to be in front of it.
I think we're numbers 1 and 2 there. That's good. I think
They're first and second. Play the double. Okay. 9. Okay.
Get rid of both the red ones.
Really?
Kathy Overton Clapham
8.5.
throwing the third stones for the Manitoba champions out of the St. Vital Curling Club in Winnipeg.
Whoa! Yeah! Yes! Whoa! Hard! No, whoa! No.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh, that's a lonely red in there, isn't it?
It certainly is.
How was that weight?
I didn't split it. It was more
Did
than
you get
9.
it, Kat? Or Jan?
I didn't get it.
You could do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Bubble. Let's go, Lucy.
Robin McPhee throws the up weight very, very well. You see Suzanne's gone to the other turn. This should run very straight with any kind of weight.
Normal up.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Hard.
Guys, roll it.
Shot. That's good. It's good, Robin. Nice shot.
They must be shot, eh?
Yeah. First, anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they're. Any? Yeah. A quarter. Okay.
Like a 10?
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
9.5 to 10.
You want a 10? 10.
You can see a quarter of it.
A 10 is 10 seconds between the hog line on the stopwatch. That's the time the hit will take.
Whoa! Yes! Hard! Hard! Whoa! Whoa!
Hard, Jan.
Whoa!
Gotta
Whoa,
stick in
Jan!
the 8. Gotta stick in the 8 foot.
Hard, Jan!
Whoa, Jan. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And it will roll.
Great shot,
and
Kat. That a girl.
Manitoba is line
Good
2
shot.
with the hammer here in the first. Let's check the ice times, Linda. They're brought to you by Strauss Herb Company.
Nice shot,
Trust the
Thanks.
tradition.
Still expect
they're
the
pretty
consistent
close.
draw weight, measuring in seconds between the hog line, 14 seconds for a draw. Hits anywhere between 9 and 10, and guards 15.5, sometimes even a little more. Very consistent across the sheet.
Just normal.
That was a great shot by Kathy O, because she couldn't see, she could only see a quarter of it, and she held the shooter to lie too, so lovely shot. Manitoba with last rock, got 2 rocks spread out across the rings.
Another example of a wonderful performance in the tiebreaker today.
Green. Whoa!
Big numbers for this PEI team.
Yeah! Hard! Hard! Hard, 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 hard! Sorry. It's good, Sue. It was my fault.
PEI has been on a roll. They've won 5 in a row, including the sudden death game against Alberta in the tiebreaker.
Pardon? What do you think? I told Jill a couple feet heavier. Okay. So, 2 to 3 probably. Okay. I didn't draw though.
It's heavier, eh?
A little bit. Couple feet. Couple feet.
Just 2?
Yeah, I
3?
think so.
Okay. You want to be back, eh?
Okay.
Back 8. You gotta spite the 8.
Okay, Jim.
You don't want to leave this rock high. You heard her talking to Jill, Jennifer talking to Jill, because if they leave it high, then they can get the roll over towards the other stone and possibly make a double on you. So back to the tee line.
Pretty good.
Saw you.
Back 8.
Not curling a ton.
It's not curling yet.
There it goes.
There it goes. Back 8. It's curling lots, so we're gonna lose line here.
No,
so
no,
just
no,
line's great. Back 8. Back to my broom. Not any deeper. Not any deeper.
Live look at the house.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Great
Team Canada playing Saskatchewan.
Sorry, Dad.
Team
Just they're
Canada.
yelling at us, and I'm like,
Kelly Scott Kelowna with the hammer against Saskatchewan. Jan Betker out of the Cali Club in Regina. Kathy?
Yep.
Up by a great come around by Gina Schrader on her second one. That's what you see behind the guard. Jan Betker tried to hit and roll, wasn't able to make it, and that's the deuce.
Surprise, surprise, Kathy. A great come around by Gina Schrader.
To take the early lead. The winner of that game goes right through to Sunday's final.
Gina Schrader is sensational.
Normal. Oh. Yep.
It'd be nice for PEI to hit and stick and force a tougher shot for Manitoba.
Yep. Nice shot, Suzanne. Good sweeping, girls.
Once again, this was a textbook end, Victor, on how you utilize the corner guard. Set up the scoring of an extra point.
And again, I go back to what I said to you, Linda. You know, at first you thought it was too wide to do anything with, but the beautiful hit and roll, and then it starts.
Yeah, too wide in some circumstances, not bad when it was just one roll required to get in behind it. Very nice shot early. Now the deuce.
Yeah, Jill Officer got that great roll in behind that corner guard. And then, you know, the corner guards are great if you get those kind of rolls. If you don't, then they just sit there and smile at you. And someone says, why did you throw up that corner guard?
Right. 9. Whoa, just clean.
It's a hit for 2 for Manitoba here in the first.
Clean it. Whoa. Clean. No, it's got to curl lots. Clean it. Yeah, lots.
Good, Jen.
Good.
And it will hang around back 8 for 2. Manitoba with the hammer scores a couple. Prince Edward Island and the team from Charlottetown have the hammer when we come back.
Cashmere is softness. Cashmere is luxurious. Cashmere is irresistible. Cashmere is now in a bathroom tissue.
The battle at the hat is back. North America's top men's and women's curling teams are returning to Medicine Hat this coming December to do battle with the top teams from Europe. And there's some unfinished business to take care of. North America went down to defeat last November in Chilliwack. Now they are determined to return to their winning ways once again in the hat. Tickets are on sale by phone, online, or in person at the Esplanade box office. The 2007 Continental Cup of Curling, December 13th to 16th. Get your tickets now.
Couple of Keats, please.
State your case, young man.
I'm on a first date, and a couple of Keiths would be great.
My finest ale would be perfect. Does she possess any land or livestock?
She has a condo and a cat.
Ooh, she's a keeper. Wilson, the pride of Nova Scotia. Hey, Wilson, what's a condo?
The Olympic Winter Games are returning to home ice. Now, the Royal Canadian Mint presents a series of new coins to celebrate our athletes' quest for gold. Winning, though, also takes you, your encouragement and enthusiasm. In fact, without it, their hopes and dreams disappear. Collect our new curling coin from your change, also available at Petro Canada, or visit an RBC branch today. Collect it and cheer on our Vancouver 2010 athletes.
Thanks, Brian. Welcome to the launch of the brand new lottery, Millionaire Life, where one guaranteed winner will take home $1 million a year for 25 years. Wow! Get your ticket at your local lottery retailer for the big draw on February 28th.
Never stop enjoying life. Strauss Herb Company, bringing science and tradition together for a brighter future.
The following contains scenes of intense silence, extreme frontal unity, gruff language, and obscure subject matter. Parental discretion is contrived.
Nothing else in curling has ever meant so much as a Tim Hortons briar when it's got that golden touch.
Nice to have the World University Games women's curling champions with us here in Lethbridge. Skip, Brittany Gregor, Karen Fassett, Heather Hansen, and Haley Pattison, all of them out of the University of Calgary. They beat Russia 6-5 last month in Torino. And 3/4 of that Russian team include and skipped by Ludmila Privkova. And we've seen her before. They just recently won the European Championships in Basel, Switzerland in December. So congratulations to Brittany Gregor and her team. Gold medal winners, University Games in Torino. As we go to the second here at the ENMAX Center, PEI playing the Redstones with the hammer. Manitoba leading 2-0.
We did see PEI make this similar move in the tiebreaker. First rock in from Manitoba, corner guard up by PEI. You have to be careful with Jennifer Jones. She will put a lot of rocks in play, and you have to make sure you have the opportunity if you're PEI to get one at least, have some room to get in. So we did mention the benefit for PEI, Robin McPhee and Suzanne Goody's ability to throw the up weight. So Suzanne is not afraid of this style.
Go normal.
Yeah, Robin McPhee for sure can throw that up weight very, very well. Maybe second only to Shelley Nickel, who played with Newfoundland, Labrador.
Hard! Hard! Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, that's good. Is that down, Carol?
Could have woed.
Okay.
Okay, Joe.
Okay, Julie.
Hard! Hard! Right to it! Hard! Right to it! Go, go, go! Hard, 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 hard! No roll. Okay.
Okay.
Quiet too. 980.
Terrible.
Not what they were looking for. Manitoba rolls away rather than to their own stone, and that's a double corner that can be used by PEI now.
Normal up.
Yep. Yep.
Carol Webb throwing the second stones for the PEI champions out of the Charlottetown Curling Club.
Hey, Carol.
Nothing last day.
No.
Nothing last, no.
Both teams looking for a roll.
Normal. Clean. More weight. Whoa. Close, yes. Hard. Hard. Sorry, Jill. My fault.
You did last? Oh.
Roll is still possible.
Yeah, she's strong.
And the fact that there are 2 stones there now is advantage PEI.
The tricky part of this little spot is it runs straight and everybody thinks it's fine. And as soon as it makes any move off of center and climbs to the other side, it does curl. So it runs.
Coming down a little.
Then it will curl.
Yep. Hard.
Little rub off the back. No, it'll squirt out behind nicely.
Nice shot, Carol.
Great shot.
Throw 9.
9.
Yep.
The funny thing about rolls, if that had rolled a little less, the angle of the yellow guard out in front onto it would not have been as good. So it was perfect for behind the red stone, but not quite as perfect behind the yellow.
Hard.
Have to get it by the red stone first. Kathy Overton Clapham. Officer Arna. Big scrub. Got it by. No.
Tough one.
Well, we saw Jill Officer make a great roll in the first end to set up the possible 2 for Manitoba. And now we've seen a great roll here.
Thought you had it.
And Suzanne is going to go in around again.
Thought you had it.
Kathy disappointed with that one. That wasn't that hard a shot. There was quite a bit of room on her yellow guard. And it overcurled.
You know, again, Linda, here, basics. Why not just split it? Go to the wide side, get as far away as possible instead of going around here.
That would be the lower risk call for sure, Vic. This is an aggressive move.
Top 8. Hard line.
Now it's the PEI front end forced to do the
Top 12.
big brush. Webb and Clark.
Hard.
And a little
Robin,
bounce.
Or tuck it around. I think she pulled back on that, but it was definitely.
What? Nose it. Get this to roll. Same weight.
Same weight?
Yep.
Touch more.
No.
Whoa.
No, better.
Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Hard, Jen.
Wait. Shoot, I didn't want to hit that red one.
Now a chance for the nice tap back.
Nice throw, Kath.
That would have been just top 12.
If that.
Yeah.
You want to, you don't want to tap it in behind the yellows because they
I
are
know.
lined up a little bit. So
In my what?
tap it well back to the tee line if you can.
What'd you get?
Robin McPhee.
Looks better.
Where?
T-line.
Back 4.
Where? Back 4.
Back 4.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Back 8. We're gonna need that, Sue.
Whoa.
Curl.
Yep.
Curl.
Whoa. Yep.
Carol.
Go.
Got a break
that
there.
way,
It was
Robin.
supposed to be a straight tap.
And so
Plan
they're
B.
Split and line 2.
I like the hit and roll.
For Suzanne Goody and the PEI team, they had a couple of chances they didn't take advantage of in the tiebreaker. They must do it in this game. Utilize the upweight ability, especially of Suzanne and Robin. And that's why I think the key player is third Robin McPhee, because of her consistent ability to make the big shots. It's interesting because in the tiebreaker, there was one end where we thought maybe Suzanne Goody should take a little more risk. And so far in this game, she's really
all
taking the
kinds of
risk.
it, yeah. Jennifer playing the double here or the hit and roll? Double.
Jennifer Jones and her first. Manitoba. PEI with the hammer. Got one, got two, you bet they do.
Good call by Kathy.
Shot.
Wonderful shot by Jennifer.
Yeah, I thought so. You got a little thin. Yeah, it didn't curl as much as I.
She really does see the angles very well. We showed you before the game started the double angle raise takeout she made in round robin play. It's another great example right now of how she can make those angle shots.
That's not the weight, you know. It's curling more than. Let's go see.
Intern come around. Suzanne is playing.
Where? Copy. Stay close.
She's got the 2 stones out in front that are overlapped, so if she can tuck this in behind.
And when they brush, it's McPhee and Webb with Clark holding the brush. No, can't get it there.
Too bad, just to get on that a little earlier. Weight looked pretty close.
For Manitoba, what do they need to do to be consistent and play this game well? Well, the whole lineup has to play well. Jennifer Jones makes saves like we just saw. They have to support her. Force the issue. Get rocks in play. We've seen that so far. And Jennifer herself with her draw game. That's what she struggled with in round robin play. She made the big hits. She must also make the big draws.
Just a nose, Jen.
All right.
Same as it's.
Pretty good. Yep.
Final stone for Manitoba here in the second.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
They'd like to sit right there.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
And they do. So draw against 3 for a single here in the second. Prince Edward Island.
Suzanne's weight was perfect last time. It just moved more than she expected, and they actually brushed it hard at the end, but maybe didn't get on it early enough.
But back to your point, Vic, perhaps the key point was just too much risk taken in this end by PEI. When they had the one in the house, they could have split the rings, tried to hit out and get the deuce. Now Jennifer has made it very tough to even get the single.
Let's remember, though, Jennifer made a great double, across the ring double, to get put her in this position. But this is a key draw that Suzanne has to make.
Line's great. Line's good.
Line's great.
We need a piece of the 4.
Yeah, it's up.
A little hot, maybe. Maybe more than a little. Steal of 1. Steal of 2. And now they'll look. Steal of 2 for sure.
2 for sure.
I got less than on you first.
Boy, that really slid. You know, when you consider, Linda, 14 has been our time.
No, I think
the time
it's
you said
too
for
yellow.
T-line.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 it is. Steal of 2 for Manitoba. They'll lead 4-0 through 2. That really seemed to slide. As we quickly go to Team Canada, Saskatchewan. 2-0 Team Canada playing Red Stones. Final stone on its way for Saskatchewan. Jan Betker out of the Cali Club, the Royal Caledonian in Regina.
Good shot, Jen.
Makes the hit and will pick up 1, top edge of the floor. They've played 2, and Team Canada leads 2-1.
Yeah.
So, Randy, what do you think of my curling game?
Well, Jim, it looks to me like your game needs a little bit of help. But your family of Strauss products are right on the button, like Strauss Heart Drops, on sale now at a health product retailer near you.
Don't be afraid of psyllium fiber. New Kellogg's All-Bran Guardian cereal puts the yum in psyllium. And try Kellogg's All-Bran Buds cereal.
At Expedia.ca, we know how you feel about winter. Break out of that winter funk with pick-me-up packages from Expedia.ca. Choose your perfect pick-me-up to Mexico, Florida, the Caribbean, anywhere to pick you up and keep you smiling at Expedia.ca. Your trip, your way.
With our new breakfast sandwich, you can't get to Tim Hortons fast enough. Eggs, bacon, or sausage, processed cheese, all on a toasted home-style biscuit, just $2.49.
Always fresh at Tim Hortons.
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it.
You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling. It's so much fun! Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get out, get light, and go curling!
So tonight we have Frank and Gordon here to talk about ExpressView HD TV from Bell. Frank.
Well, with Bell, you get the most HD channels in Canada, so you can watch tons of great movies, sports, and other shows, all in high def. Why, Gordon here loves it so much, sometimes it's really tough to get him out of the house. Right, Gordon? Gordon? What a dummy.
Looks like Frank got stood up for the most HD.
Haha, very funny.
On this Friday night, we welcome you back to Lethbridge, the ENMAX Center, and the Page playoff games. And a big miss here for Suzanne Gaudet and her final draw on 2. And Linda, I suggested I was surprised by the way this rock was sliding.
Well, we do know early in the game, Vic, the rocks will slide. They had played this path on the race, granted not a straight draw. They should have known, I think, just a little bit of extra push from the hack, and it just keeps going.
And it ends up in a steal of 2. 4-0 Manitoba now as we go to the third. But first, let's read the ice a little more carefully with Ray.
Well, you make a really good point, Vic. It did slide like crazy. And in the early ends, we've been seeing that before that pebble gets broken down a little bit. While it's still a little cool on the ice surface, they will slide. We call it a lively house. But as you get to the 4th or 5th end, you'll see as they start their big curl, they will slow up very drastically. It's a big crowd tonight, and there will be a big swing. And as they swing, they slow up.
So Manitoba leads 4-0. Prince Edward Island playing the Redstones have the hammer here in 3.
So that was too bad. Suzanne just got caught on that. It was the same path, you're right, Linda, that she threw down before. It just kept going. It looked to me at the hog line that was going to be fine, but.
So if you're wondering, can PEI come back in games? Yes, they can. For example, in the 3rd round playing Canada, they got down 4-1 early. Got back to actually go ahead in that game. Now they didn't win it, but they do have the capacity to come back in games. It's very early.
Sorry, girls.
They put rocks in play. They don't mind that. We already have a good collection of stones out there.
I don't mind trying to tap that or come around that.
But you do have to execute.
Well, that's the one thing about J.Jones. She kind of defends her situation sometime with offense. So you do get rocks in play. She can stomp you too if you don't execute some shots, because she will take a little extra chances, play a little against the percentages sometimes.
And we've made the point before in other games, other years. You don't have to get it back all at once.
No. Looking for a deuce right now if you're PEI.
Where are we? Where? Whoa, line perfect.
That's not really the Swiss way, is it, though?
No, I'm going for my 8-ender right now. I'm trying for my big 8 right now.
Sorry.
We could have all 16 stones in play here. It's going.
We could. Now, Suzanne's playing the freeze. There's nothing wrong with this call. It is getting a little congested at the front, and there are other ways of doing this. You could play a tap or a little hit and roll.
What'd you get?
Might clear up the front a bit and still get your stone in about the same spot.
Whoa. Line only. Back 8. Whoa. Back 8. Back 4.
Hey, Carol.
Good. It's good.
Wait. How what?
Tuck around it? Yeah. Good nose that. Make the double. Just go here.
Yeah. I like that better.
Okay. Same or touch more?
Touch more.
You gotta love that Jennifer Jones, boy. She's just gonna keep going at you.
Going at, yeah.
Right,
You know, you could definitely play the red onto the yellow and make the double and roll the red over and into the open.
No, it's short.
Get rid of it.
Then we'll open up.
Are we over? Hard.
Okay.
Just got wider out.
Were you wider? Okay, it's going way more out there.
Well, I'm not sure why that came up so short. I could understand it coming up a little short because it's a new path, but that really stopped fast.
Hit and roll now. We will get rid of one rock here. To get back in this game, you have to make these kind of shots right here.
Whoa. It's up a little. Whoa. Right off. Yep. Hey.
I think you were wider out, right?
Well, I thought, now in hindsight, Jan asked me, I thought maybe I had the same ice.
Oh,
But
I don't think you could have.
no, that's
because the red one was in the way.
But I only had edge of 8.
Yeah.
Normal.
9.5. What I've been throwing 9. Ooh.
You'd be pretty close, I think, Kat.
Okay.
Hit and roll again.
It is.
Yes, hard.
Boy, right out of the hand.
Drop that. Hard.
Officer on the left, Harnett on the right.
Hard.
Barely had a chance to take a step.
Go.
Got it by
Roll.
and
Kat.
couldn't hold it. Got the stone. Little too thin, lose the shooter out the back.
9.5.
Huh? Quiet?
No.
Oh, I think I must have rolled it.
No.
See that? Yeah, I like that. This way.
Yeah, I like that way.
What?
Yep.
Yeah. Are we playing the straight draw?
Yeah.
I don't know what draw it is in here. 355.
Out this far? Might be 50.
350.
So they are feeling the wider path is quite a bit heavier than the center path that we saw in the second end. The
333.
times they're giving are splits,
Line
back
only.
line to hog.
Line's good.
No line yet.
Whoa.
T-line, back 8.
Whoa.
Where? T.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Wow. To get the 4 and he shot stone.
It certainly held out a long time, though, going down there. It just started to move to break at the end. I thought it would break a little earlier. You can see it almost might have been a good thing if you had rubbed
I was going to say, I thought they might get the rub, which would add a little bit more curl. It would push it over a little bit more.
Good. Whoa. Touch left. Whoa, off. Off. Whoa. Right. Clean, yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
You go, Jilly.
Whoa. Yes. Hard. Jill, go. Whoa.
in time. Yeah, it's really close, really close. It looks like that redstone top
3-8 on that one.
of the 12, maybe the second shot.
That one better. Yeah, you did that
first
well.
one.
That's okay. I was making the
Wanted to
roll
roll.
before.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What'd you get?
Line's better.
Whoa!
Line's better.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Back 4.
Line's better, guys.
Whoa. Back 4.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, 4.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, little rub, little roll. There it is, little wick.
Nice call, Suzanne.
That was a great call.
How's that?
You might as well use the rub to your advantage.
That was a great call by Suzanne. She got right down behind it and watching it. Was saying whoa all the way. Whoa, whoa, she says, whoa, whoa. And then the little brush to get the little rub. And they're right in position to be on it immediately. Well, it's right in behind the door, behind the rocks in front, almost the button. I don't know why the PEI team doesn't try to have some fun.
Well, I got 15, 16, and that would have been back here if she didn't rub.
I don't think we can get shot though, but I guess we can go
No,
there.
okay, then let's play this way and ignore what Jill's did. Maybe it picked something and we didn't.
We just can't rub off, eh?
No.
Yeah, we can't rub off that red or we leave her a triple or a double delay 3.
Even if we're top 4,
Anywhere
right?
in front, really.
Yeah, we could use it
Like
next
even if
time.
we're top 4, we can tap it on this side.
Be close up here.
I had a 13-3 on Robin.
Yeah, she
Should've
would've
been
been
back
heavy,
8.
should've
Yeah,
been.
back 12. So
This is where you threw, Jen.
yeah,
The
it
same.
stays the same.
Okay, just think fully, like really anywhere in front.
Why not the other side?
I mean, they're right back.
You know, the
button,
only
but I don't
reason,
think we have
Vic,
line
is
to
because of
decide.
that one
Okay.
draw played earlier in this end by Manitoba that came so much short. They're just questioning the spot. They would love to be able to do it.
It just looked like you could even get to the button.
You could. Very close.
It's not bad.
Line's
I
perfect.
think we gotta go a little.
Line's
Oh,
great.
man, line's good. Top 8.
Hard line.
Top 12.
Manitoba and Jennifer Jones first skip stone here in 3.
Hard.
Where are you?
Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All
Really
over it.
overcurled.
All over it.
Oh, you're bumping it hard.
Whoa. All right.
Okay.
See, I thought hers would throw more.
What'd you get?
75.
Yeah, I thought it threw normal, so not quite.
Not quite. It's about top 12, I think. Jen,
Yeah.
maybe biting 8.
Bless you.
Think we can get there again?
I think that's all you have.
Top 4.
Still a bit
Same.
sticky out there. A little sticky?
Yeah.
Stickier.
Try and get through this position
Probably just
here,
3.5.
right down into there.
Okay, while we're there, show me why not the right side as we look at. Why couldn't you go that right side?
Well, I think it actually is what Linda said. There was such a reaction over there with that first stone. You can definitely come the other way, Vic.
Not that I didn't believe you, Linda. I was just hoping that
Where? T line. Where?
Suzanne
T.
Goody.
Whoa.
Back 8. Back
Whoa. Stop. We need a
check.
clean. No, we're on the red.
Gonna do it again?
No, a little.
No, not this time. Just fills
okay,
that
Sue.
hole.
Now
Actually,
you don't
this
have a
side, like that
choice.
side.
That was the only
Okay,
problem
plus a
for
little bit,
Suzanne
maybe.
to play that side. If she'd come even top of the house on the side
Terrible. I
you
think
wanted
she
her to
still
play,
has
which
this,
is now what Manitoba's
got that
doing,
one back.
you at least cut the button off for them. So as soon as you miss, Jennifer has no choice but to try this side.
Now we'll get another look at this.
It's about 2 inches further out than me, I think. Or about the same.
You won't miss a thing, of course. And we'll go over for the last 2 stones. It's Canada leading 2-1 playing red. This is Jan Betker, Saskatchewan, Cali Club Regina. And this is her last. Team Canada does have the last rock, Kathy.
Well, they do, and what happened is starting on the third stones, Vic, they all started to freeze on top of each other, but they were behind the tee line. Jan Betker on her first made a great shot. Kelly tapped them back, but in the process of doing that, created a pocket.
And so Betker is down and on top. The lie shot stone. Looks like the pin is still available as we watch Manitoba and Jennifer Jones.
Yeah, I hear you. We just gotta.
Okay, Jen. All right.
I really think the Manitoba team talked themselves out of that draw. As we see Kelly Scott getting ready to throw her rock, Jennifer Jones, I think, overthought that earlier stone that came up so short.
Yeah, like.
What do you think? I think it's red. I think this is the safer bet, Sue.
Let us know what we have to wait.
Yep.
We can come right to the back red or curl up to the yellow. I think it's a little stiffer out over here.
Yeah.
This is more ice than her. It's normal over here.
Okay.
Final stone for Team Canada, Kelly Scott. Out of the Kelowna Curling Club, Saskatchewan lying 1 right now.
Onto the red.
9. Whoa. Fully. Yep. Line's good. Whoa. Gotta go.
Oh, she found the hole and spins away. Now it's a look if it's 1 as we watch the draw of Suzanne Goody. And she'll come up light.
Do you want to measure these two? Okay.
It's 1 for PEI. They'll go to the 4th, 4-1. Manitoba leading there.
That's
1 for sure for Saskatchewan, and now they're going to measure for a second possible steal point.
What? Oh, sorry.
Here's Team Canada playing the red stones. Saskatchewan the yellow. And Betker has already stolen 1.
But, yeah.
But it turned out.
Yeah, it turned out great. Yeah. Yeah, after I threw my
It looks a little like on both sheets, the teams are questioning the speed tonight. I don't know if it's because the building is full. They're finding it a little more patchy, but definitely both of those last throws, the 2 on our sheet and the 1 here, seemed affected by their thought of speed.
Yellow.
So it's a steal of 2 for Saskatchewan. They take a 3-2 lead.
Play to the wings.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Vonage, phone service that gives you more, costs you less, and treats you right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Sports Center Newsroom. I'm Darren Detition. We're going to get you back to the curling in just a moment or two. Let us bring you up to date on some of the stories we are working higher in the newsroom. We're going to start with the National Hockey League. The Wings and the Oilers. It was 2-0 in Detroit. Oilers in the power play. Patrick Thorson and Ryan Smith. He'll make it 2-1. Rafi Torres has just tied the game at 2. Lightning and Bruins tied at 1 in the first. Mark Denis can't control the rebound. Brad Boyd shovels it in. That's his 10th. 2-1 in favor of Boston. Raptors and Pacers. It is all Raptors in this one. In the third quarter, Chris Bosh with the alley-oop from TJ Ford. Then it's Rasho Nesterovic. The Raptors dominating the interior. They now lead it by a count of 91-74. Meanwhile, Ducks and Stars just underway. They are currently scoreless in the first. A Sports Center at 11. More curling's coming up.
welcome to the launch of the brand new lottery, Millionaire Life, where one guaranteed winner will take home $1 million a year for 25 years. Wow! Get your ticket at your local lottery retailer for the big draw on February 28th.
Never stop enjoying life. Strauss Herb Company products. Available at health product retailers across Canada.
Still getting dandruff? Neutrogena T-Gel Shampoo helps eliminate visible flakes after just one use. T-Gel Shampoo. It works. Neutrogena.
Hi, I'm Brian Williams, inviting you to join me for Bell's Spirit of the Game here on TSN. It's an exciting new series examining key issues facing amateur sports in Canada. What's changed with Canadian ski jumping? Both the men's and women's national teams are on the rise. Quebec's recent dominance in winter sports. And why is every other province playing catch-up? That's Bell's Spirit of the Game, beginning Sunday on TSN.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready. Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
Chantel Osborne, the Quebec skip on the left. Her lead, Sylvie Danielle, out of the Terceau Curling Club. They were in it up until the last day, and then they lost yesterday morning in a crucial game to drop to 6 losses, and that took them right out of contention. We had 2 tiebreakers, 3 teams, or actually we had 5 teams finishing at 5 losses. We're meaning 2 tie-breaking games today.
Line's good. Go late. Go late only.
Lights went off in a good spot, Jill.
Room, not curling yet. Top 4. Not curling. There it goes.
Top
go
4
late.
for sure, Jen. Turn it off, Jen.
Got room. Room. Line's perfect.
Top 4. T-line, T-line, T-line.
That was an unfortunate second part of the last stand for PEI. They couldn't get more than that 1 stone in. It would have been a great deuce to get back. Feel like you're playing well, have the feel for the ice, but just nobody seemed to be able to get the rock in the right spot for the latter part of that end.
Where? Line's good. Yeah. Yeah. 12. Yeah. Line. Hard. Tight. Hard. Tight. Quick. Hard, 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 hard. Yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Good sweep.
Well, here's how we got to this point. We knew very early Team Canada, Saskatchewan, Manitoba pulled away from the field. PEI grabbed the 4th spot after we had a 3-team.
Hard line.
Shorter than that.
Top 12.
2 sudden death games, tiebreakers to determine. And in that first one this morning, it was Alberta beating Ontario and then PEI beating Alberta this afternoon to grab number 4. But going into last night's draw, Linda Ray, we had 5 teams at 5 losses.
And as it turned out, some of them played each other, which meant it eliminated it down to the 3 we had today, but quite a collection at that 5-loss mark.
It's better to be tight here than catch.
It's 4-1 Manitoba playing the Yellowstones, and they have the hammer here in the 4th.
Tight.
Got a curl.
Yeah. Top 12. Yeah. Line. Tight. Halfway. Hard. Yep. All the way up.
4-1
guys,
lead,
hard.
and you never see a
Hard. Yep. Good sweep.
defensive end when J.Jones is playing. Once again, we have
Sorry, Sue.
a number of rocks in play.
That went a long way.
The nice thing for Manitoba is PEI put the front stone up and the yellow stone in the house.
Like
that was
that?
to come around early, so they have not ever really had a problem in the setup. Now they're not liking the number of rocks in front.
Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't think I like that one.
I think I like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Throw a 9.
Yellow onto red.
Whoa! 9.5. Whoa! Close, close. 9.5. Whoa!
Whoa, Jen.
No! Whoa! Yes! Whoa!
You need to.
Didn't catch that one.
Good.
Right over, Jen. Right over.
Hard, 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 hard.
Hard. Sorry, Jill.
That was 940.
Oh, that went the wrong way. Same weight's probably good down here.
What was that?
65.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Just for line.
Back 4.
Where?
Back 4.
Room.
Back's coming down.
Room.
Back 4.
Back 8.
Back 8.
Line's good.
Back 8.
Back 4.
Back 8.
Line's really good.
Curl.
It's coming down.
Off, 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 off.
That's good, Carol.
Very nice.
Nice shot.
Heel. Jen. Yeah, it's gone. It's in the ice.
This is how they matched up in round draw 10.
And if you look, you'll see that steals are the order of business in our game, and also during that round robin game there were steals including the stolen 10th end.
Whoa! Whoa! No! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Right out is.
No, it's not going to go out.
Okay, good. All right, girls, let's go. Yep.
Well, the rocks are sitting nicely for PEI. The rock is angle frozen right on the button. If you can get another nice guard up,
Let's go, Moosey. Give it to us.
even with a solid run back, it'll be difficult to get it out of there without jamming.
Which for PEI is a good thing because there are
bet.
3 yellow rocks in the rings. Manitoba with the hammer. This is where risk comes into play, and unfortunately for PEI, the mistakes they've made in the game so far mean they have to take even more risks than when they started.
Tight.
Whoa, guys.
Tight.
On its own.
Tight. Top 12.
Just clean.
Whoa, whoa,
whoa.
It's good, Robin.
Pretty good.
It's good, Moosey. What a girl. What did she say right before we
It's also taken a bit of the advantage I spoke about it for Suzanne and Robin and their upweight ability, because now they're forced to play guards, come-arounds, draws of all types.
9. Yeah.
I know, that's
Sorry, there's a whole pile
That was hit.
there. There's a whole pile there.
That was too deep. They wanted that out a little further.
So, yeah.
Well, if you want, I could wait.
No, I think it's good, Kath.
I'm sorry, what? A 9.
Yeah.
Nose.
Go, Kath.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hard, 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 hard.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Boy, they
That is a big break.
the little rub off the top one just changed enough of the direction.
That's the rub of the green, isn't it? It's really a lucky
Right
break.
there, bang.
Right there.
But look at the angle. The red went onto the other red. That's just amazing. To get that kind of break, to pick it off the face.
Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I thought about that, but I was like,
It's part of the sport. You know it's not your day when that happens.
48.
Wait
Just
only.
2 in.
When they happen against you, they kill you. When they happen for you, you're embarrassed for about a second.
That's right.
Back 4.
line's getting better.
Back 4. No.
2 in.
2 in.
They're going to start to die a little bit quicker than you
Alright.
think
Whoa, whoa,
now.
whoa.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful
Good shot,
shot.
Robin.
Does this look like I'm letting them go lazy?
Yeah, you
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end, you're just giving them a big grippers leading stuff.
Further to what you were saying, Ray, about this, the offensive nature of Manitoba. They led all the scoring in round robin, 90 points. Second, though, may surprise some people, Team Canada was just 1 point back at 89. Saskatchewan is 84. So the three teams that ran away
with offense.
With some offense, you're right.
The difference being Team Canada got a lot of that offense by getting a bit of a lead, Vic, and then running with it, and teams took risks, and Team Canada was able to score. Because when you look at the flip side and the steals and that sort of thing, Team Canada was more defensive-minded in those categories.
Hard, Jill. Okay, good.
Gets the separation.
Good catch. Good catch.
Rushing.
Well, with the freeze down on the face of that one now, that's
Right,
exactly what she's indicating.
Starting them a little bit, huh?
Suzanne can get herself out of this predicament.
Do you like this? What do you like? Like that? Oh, she's talking to Jill. All right, Skipper. Let's go.
Well, it's really imperative that you save the stone. So what you'd like to do,
Just to it.
it's just too risky to play any kind of a hit or anything, is just sit right down there. Just move that right there. That would be perfect.
Top 8, top 12.
This is the same path she struggled with in the second end.
Hard.
They should have more information now, and it shouldn't be sliding quite so freely.
Hard right in. Hard. Quick. Quick, girls, as far as it goes, as far as it goes. Every inch counts. Yep. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I gotta watch
Need a
my
little
feet.
more ice.
Great weight, Sue.
Here, wait, Jill. You gotta stay in 8 foot, okay?
Yep.
The beginning of this game reminds me a little bit of the beginning of round robin play. The ice is just that tiny bit trickier in this game, both speed and curl. Suzanne and 2 had the wrong speed, perfect amount of weight on that one, and the wrong amount of ice. So they just seem to be struggling a bit more in this game.
And it may be, as Ray suggests, attributable to the fact that this is now the largest crowd we've had. It's almost totally full. 4,600 is what they've sold. That's the configuration for curling.
It was kind of the organizer's dream after the round robin. They had 2 tiebreaker games involving the Alberta team. And there was a decent crowd this morning, a very good crowd this afternoon.
Hey, Jen.
And with Saskatchewan still alive here, and you know, guaranteed at least a
Where do you
game
wanna
tomorrow. A lot of Saskatchewan support.
You like that one first?
Cheryl Bernard and the Alberta team from Calgary eliminated in the second tiebreaker this afternoon.
No, just normals. Good. Normal?
The one thing
Just
you
need to
have to
bump
do,
that
even though
other
the
one a
ice
little.
always changes a bit when we get to this time of the playoffs and with the building changing, you have to be able to work with the ice you have and not keep worrying about it, because what happens is what we've seen, you start to struggle and shake your head and get frustrated, and then the weight really escapes you.
It gets in your head, doesn't it?
It does. Playing the double.
Final stone for PEI, and she moves them both.
Big saving shot. That looked like a big end coming
Okay.
for Manitoba, but
The nose. Okay, okay.
after that pretty fortunate break, and all of a sudden a couple of good shots. And
Final stone for Manitoba. This is a hit against a couple for a single. And now watching as well. Final stone for the defending champions, Kelly Scott.
Line's great. Hurry!
There's the one for Manitoba. 5-1 they lead. Simons and Carter on the brush, and not enough. It'll die out there.
I think we could have let it. I wonder if it would have touched. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Just had to roll away on my first one. I was 8.5, just so you know.
And we're still waiting for the... It was a terrific draw made by Jan Betker. One red, thanks very much, Marcia. So Team Canada gets the point in the fourth, and they're all even 3-3 on a Page playoff Friday night here in Lethbridge.
Scotties, proud supporter of women's curling for over 25 years.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready! Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
Will she be good? Will she be great? Will she win a gold medal? Will she make a nation hold their breath at exactly the same moment? She might. Please give to the Sandra Schmirler Foundation and support neonatal hospital units across Canada, because champions start small.
Why does Jeff choose Fidelity ClearPath? Well, he has a push-free vacuum, automatic car seats, a sprinkler system that's also automatic, rain-sensing windshield wipers. When he comes home, the lights go on. And when he goes to bed, the lights go off. No wonder Jeff saves for retirement with Fidelity ClearPath. It automatically adjusts his investments over time. So Jeff is, well, programmed for success. To learn more, ask your advisor. Fidelity ClearPath Retirement Portfolios. Smart move.
Фото, пожалуйста. Вот так и это.
That's a Bombardier.
Bombardier.
That's my train.
Thousands of Canadians are behind Bombardier projects, and they're proud of it.
I got a question. Do Canadians really know anything about beer? Anything about beer? Anything about beer? About beer? Do Canadians really know anything about beer?
The Strauss Herb Company has sold over 1 million bottles of the original Strauss Heart Drops. And take it from me, Randy Furby, it's not because Heart Drops taste great. Take the taste test yourself. Strauss Heart Drops, available at your local health food retailer.
Well, the pressure is on as the guys compete for a place in the top 8. Don't miss an all-new episode of American Idol, Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on CTV.
Halfway. Tight.
Manitoba leads 5-1 over Prince Edward Island as we go to the 5th. And PEI playing the Redstones with the hammer.
Halfway.
Well, that was a very strange jam. It looked like PEI had that rock anchored in that on that button area. Angle frozen, was going to be there for the whole end, and all of a sudden a bit of a lucky break by Manitoba turned that around, and a couple of good shots got Suzanne Gaudet out of trouble. It looked like there might be 2 or 3 going to be scored there for a minute.
I think that's
But she's got to take a lot of chances now, Linda. She's got to really
Whoa, wait for it. Just top 12. Whoa,
work hard to try and get a deuce here.
Tight, yeah,
First rock did come up in front of the house. The Manitoba stone corner guard goes up, so there are rocks to work with already. And there's another one out front. I don't think that's what Manitoba was wanting.
But if she was way wider.
A mess.
I don't think so either when you turn around and look at the scoreboard.
No.
It's 5-1. What are we doing, they're saying to themselves. Maybe we should be throwing these through or something to make sure they're not going to be in a position we don't want them. So opportunities. Here's a couple good ones coming up. Get around this corner guard.
Top 12. Yep. Top 12. Yep. Hard.
It is a huge crowd, Vic, as we said in the Reading the Ice section, and there's no question. I think it's slowing up.
Right back, girls. Right back.
Or dying quicker, I guess is the best way to put it. Once they start to curl, they really start to. It takes the weight out of them.
Third. Okay. Throw normal. It'll go.
Suzanne needed that to be happening just an end earlier when she sailed that one through the draw for 3. Yeah. At the hog line, to be honest with you, Linda, I thought her draw was fine. But as you pointed out, Victor, it just kept sliding and sliding and sliding.
Got it out.
Only because I believe everything Linda says, and when she says 14 to the tee line, I believe the 14. I just didn't think 13.58 was that heavy.
Well, it was the center path. Vic, you're right. And in that way, the ice has been the same the whole time. A couple of ends, the very center path has been fast. And you just have to be careful when you're throwing that spot. By now, that speed would be fine, probably.
Oh, for sure. Another opportunity to get in behind the corner, maybe take it a little deeper.
What'd you get? Tight. Yep. Tight. Go tight.
On ice that closes hard like this, you just can't afford ever to be inside. If you're going to be anything, you're better off to be a touch outside and then wait for it to make the big break.
The same with weight. You can afford a little extra at this point of the game.
Good, Carol.
Nobody can seem to be able to get a rock into the rings.
Oh, dear. I guess so.
Tap it back.
Still rocks in play. 4 rocks in front of the house, as we talked about, and a tap being attempted here by Jill Officer. If they happen to tap it at an angle, don't get it completely buried, PEI will have a good chance still to work with these rocks.
Hard line.
We're only 12 foot.
Hard. Keep it going. Hard. Keep it going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not bad.
If you're the team down the 4 points, which PEI is, this ice can favor you. You have to drive into your head that you maybe throw a little harder, but you can definitely get some rocks in positions and maybe steal a couple.
Yeah, he swept it there. Back 12. Yeah, I saw that. Back 12.
It's finding that happy medium, just a tiny bit more speed, not a lot. Can't say it's heavy, it's just not gliding as freely. So you can't just get it in your head that you have to really throw it hard.
Jen, there's a little gripper mark in front of the yellow.
Okay, Jen. What's that?
Tough conditions right now, though. They're
Normal
really
back eight
thinking
is
about
above
it
the T line, is what I asked Jill.
because it's just that little bit different.
Get a little on this side.
Well, if I'd be from 14.
I don't.
Probably need about back 12. Back 8.
Okay.
Back 12 she wants, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kathy Overton Clapham here in the 5th. Manitoba opened with 2, scoring those deuce. That deuce with the hammer stole 2, and they've traded singles since.
Clean only. Got enough weight. Just clean, clean, clean,
Whoa,
clean.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, pretty good. It's all right.
Wade's pretty close.
Huh? Yeah.
Wade was close.
Your time's a turn. 55, Lucy.
Good numbers for Robin, as I mentioned, not able to use the hitting ability that she has because she's had to play catch up so many draws.
Whoa. No line.
Back 8.
Line only. Line's coming.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Can we have a little
No.
tick?
No, no, no.
No?
Maybe? No, no. Okay. Good shot.
Good, Robin.
Good.
Double tap again. Okay, yeah.
Try this one back?
Yeah.
Sure. Or do you like the 4 back? Sure.
She likes either one of them, Jennifer. You decide.
Same way would be good, Kath.
Yeah. Okay, we'll try.
We got it.
Can you just show me where my first ice was so I know how much further I am? All right. Thank you. Good.
Little less.
Oh, low.
Yeah, then. Just T-line. Yeah. Hard. Back 4. Hard line. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Hard, hard, hard. Hard.
Go hard. Go on the other one. Go hard.
Hard.
Whoa, Jill, whoa. Great shot. That's good.
Good.
And that will give Manitoba shot stone without the hammer here in 5.
Huh? Kicked out slower than I thought.
Yeah, I was 37 and 53.
Shot, Kath. That was back 8.
No.
Back 12.
Did I hit the broom?
Yep.
Well, I didn't really look at them enough.
Go.
What we're starting to get is a collection of red rocks on one side as PEI tries to utilize the corner guard, and a collection of yellow stones on the other side as Manitoba can't get at that red rock, so they're playing the raises. Quite unusual with this score to see this kind of play.
Hard. Line's good. Hard, hard, hard. Top 18. Hard, hard. Hard.
One more, get it by one more. They do. How about one more after that? They do. One more. Here we go, and it's T-line, 8 foot.
Yeah. That's not terrible, Jen.
Here.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah, but
PEI with the hammer, line 1.
Then if she hits, is she hitting her
Double tap's probably easier. Whichever hits and rolls behind, you know?
Yeah, okay, I like that. I just threw it.
I'm thinking the tap the 8 though, with you.
Going
tap
over
the 8, yes, I
to
agree.
Team Canada against Saskatchewan
Speed's pretty good.
Well,
in
you know what I
a
was thinking?
3-3
That was
tie.
the draw. I was thinking
Saskatchewan
normal.
playing Yellowstones has the hammer. This is the final
Would be,
stone
yeah,
for the
T-line,
defending
so if you want to
champions,
go by
Kelly
that.
Scott. Kathy?
Well, the similarities between the feature sheet and this are that both teams are struggling with draw weight. Both teams heavy and then light not being able to find it. This is a chance to draw to light 2.
He did.
And taking everybody to do it, Simons, Carter, and Schrader.
I think this is probably easier than trying to freeze.
Okay, Jen.
Okay, so you probably need about back 12-ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
double tap.
Just back 12. Whoa, when we can.
Jennifer Jones in her first.
Whoa! It's not very much weight, Kath. Whoa, it's got no line.
Nose is okay, right?
Good. Yeah.
Hard! She's got a good one. Hard!
Kathy Overton, she's got a good one. Has she got a good one? Not quite.
Clean, yep.
Jan Betker, Saskatchewan. Final stone in 5.
Really hard. Quick.
Facing a couple.
Good sweeping. All right.
Quite a
One yellow, one for Saskatchewan. Sorry, Ray. 4-3. Saskatchewan going to the break.
It's quite a contrast in after 3 ends. If you remember, we talked about the houses being so lively in the first and the second and third. We saw unfortunately, the one shot of Suzanne slide through the rings. Well, it's anything but lively now, you can see. And it's, I'm sure if we talked to Hansi, he would tell us it's a huge crowd and it's just warmed up in here. And they're fighting like crazy to, to hold the ice.
Well, and hope, yeah, maybe right here. She's got taps all over the place, so we just gotta hope the battlefield.
It'll be a bigger crowd tomorrow, too.
Yeah, we gotta get in there.
By many, it's not a lot of room left.
No, you're right. No. You're right about that.
On the Team Canada sheet, I think they made a very big effort to keep their end a little more open so they could play hits. PEI doesn't have that luxury, and it's just fascinating because Manitoba got into this end and decided the best way to try and get out of it is keep drawing. So, like I said, it's yellow to the right, red to the left. For Suzanne Goody, she just didn't have a lot of room to get in there.
We'll try the same hole, I guess, Linda, through the...
The trick is to get through the hole, sit 1-2, and not set up a double.
I could have said an out turn through that hole, but she's left-handed.
Very good.
So that's an in turn.
Suzanne Goody in her first.
Whoa. Close.
Back 8.
Where? Top 8.
Whoa.
No.
Wait for it.
Back 8 or top 8?
Back 8.
T line. Whoa. Whoa.
We're T.
Whoa, rock. Sit. Sit.
Don't bump it too much. One for sure now. That little bump may have just brought that Yellowstone top of the 8 in.
Okay.
But the big thing is it's wide open.
Like
and there's maybe a chance for a double.
Here, right?
Not,
8.
Not maybe. There's no maybe about it. It's now in the open, and where you couldn't get at it before, now you can. You can hit this stone and score 3.
Jen, is that piece of there in front of your foot?
7.5.
Better to have been light there and stop short.
Okay.
Suzanne just really ran out of house and was a little too strong.
And this is a hit, and she hits very well.
Here we go. Trying to come through the whole final stone, Manitoba. Jennifer Jones. Through the hole, got them both. And she does.
Nice shot, Jen.
Good shot. Thanks, Steph. Good shot.
And so Manitoba is line 2. PEI, Suzanne Goody with the hammer.
This wasn't an easy shot, but Jennifer really could see this almost all the rock to make the double. The right side of the rock and everything about it was favorable to Jennifer.
Now you have to make the cold draw to the 8-foot.
There's more line. Where? Okay, line's good. T. Line's good. Where?
Line only.
Whoa. Oh, it needs to come a little.
Back 8.
Whoa. Whoa.
T line.
Sit. Sit.
Has to sit.
You're good. I'm ready.
for one. A little nervous now every time. 5-2 Manitoba as we go to the break.
The 2007 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Kruger Products, proud sponsor of women's curling for over 25 years.
Purex is softer and thicker than ever.
Sweetie, can I have the... Okay.
Softness the whole family will love. Purex, now softer and thicker.
The new all-wheel drive, Fusion from Ford.
Canada's largest coast-to-coast mover, AMJ Campbell, has been moving households and offices locally and internationally since 1934. As the most trusted movers in Canada, AMJ Campbell is your source for your home, office, or do-it-yourself move. At AMJ Campbell, we treat your possessions like they're our own. AMJ Campbell is the only moving company that you can pay on your Sears card to earn Sears Club points. Thinking of moving? Call AMJ Campbell.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready! Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
Despite your best intentions, you can never completely eliminate secondhand smoke from your home. Toxic elements linger in the air your family breathes and cling to items they use every day, putting them at risk. Protect your children. Make your home smoke-free. For your free information guide, call us or visit gosmokefree.ca. A message from the Government of Canada.
Like being true to yourself, value investing often requires daring to be different. Stick to your principles when others are following the crowd. It's worth it in the long run. Talk to your financial advisor about AIC mutual funds and the value of commitment, yours and ours.
Today is Red Friday at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts in honor of Canadian men and women serving our country overseas. Those on hand included the Secretary of State for Sport, the Honorable Halina Georges. Some 3,000 red ribbons and Canadian flags were handed out to those in attendance tonight. Veterans, both young and old, in attendance, along with those from the Canadian Curling Association and the organizing committee here in Lethbridge. There are some 2,500 Canadian troops currently serving in Afghanistan. Red Friday here at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts in honor of our Canadian men and women serving our country.
The 2007 Scotties Tournament of Hearts on TSN is brought to you in part by Ford, built for life in Canada. By Tim Hortons' new breakfast sandwich, it'll make your morning. And by M&M Meat Shops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
thousands of super absorbent sponge pockets in every pack of sponge towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready. Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it.
You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling.
It's so much fun!
Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get out, get loud, and go curling!
You guys see this? This is trouble. They're ruthless.
Yep, you've got bankers. I can trap them, but switching to Capital One can get rid of them for good.
With their high-interest credit cards, banks can be a real pest. Find out what we can offer you at CapitalOne.ca.
What's in your wallet?
With a set this good, you'll see more detail than ever before. Log on to LG.ca and show us your set. You'll automatically be eligible to win a 60-inch plasma set. LG, life's good.
The all-star cast of this movie will make your jaw drop. So will the amount of copies we have. Get the Prestige this week at Blockbuster. Guaranteed in stock or next time it's free. Plus, with no late fees, you get the time you need to enjoy it. Want guaranteed movies? Go to Blockbuster.
In some families, the skills of the game are passed down from generation to generation. Strauss Heart Drops, an herbal dietary supplement based on 8 generations of herbal knowledge. Find Strauss Heart Drops at your local health food store or retail health center.
Suzanne Goody and the team from the Charlottetown Curling Club find themselves down by 3. It's Manitoba leading 5-2. Jennifer Jones and her team from the St. Vital in Winnipeg. And Manitoba will have the hammer starting the 6th. This is the end of a long curling season for many of these teams, and all of them would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to their local sponsors within their community, within their province, for all their supports, because without them, they couldn't have accomplished what they have done this year. Just updating the score, Team Canada and Saskatchewan. It is 4-3 Saskatchewan. Jan Betker with Team Canada having the hammer in the 6th. The winner of that game, of course, goes through to Sunday's final. The loser will play the winner of this game, and as we pick up play now in 6 here at the ENMAX in Lethbridge, it is 5-2, Manitoba leading. And Jennifer Jones and the team from Winnipeg playing the Yellowstones have the hammer.
What was that split? Hey, Dan.
Did you notice that Heather Strong's, one of her sponsors was
just in between.
Iceberg Water. Now, is that not a great name?
Well, it is, and but you know it's what it is there is and I have a bottle of iceberg water at home, which I picked up in Newfoundland when I was there, and it's a bottle shaped like a little bit of an iceberg with ridges and everything, and they literally do bring an iceberg and they melt it and they put that bottle.
It's a very interesting story. We have a game going on. I know I shouldn't have started you up.
But I thought it was cool when I was there too. That's why I brought one.
Yeah, it's a great name for
iceberg water.
Iceberg water.
Yeah.
Would certainly make you mad if it was warm when you were drinking it at one time.
Volley! Top four! More line! Top four! More line.
Two center guards, PEI needing to take some chances. Manitoba playing a second come around it.
And handle again, Joe.
Thanks for bringing me back to the game.
Okay, Dan. Too bad.
Back to business. Let's check the numbers after 5. Brought to you by Tim Hortons' new breakfast sandwich. It'll make your morning.
It's a really interesting story because if you first drop down to the percentages, draw percentages, both teams, in particular Manitoba, are very low. Hit percentages are terrific. That's the focus because in the second end, it was the double by Jennifer Jones and then the missed draw. That's the second number we looked at by PEI and Suzanne Gaudet. That's the steal, and that's the difference in the game so far.
Back four. Yep. T-line. Whoa. Top four. Top four. No, T-line.
Nice. Line's nice. Just to
Back
it.
four.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And that's a nice shot.
Good shot, Carol.
Lovely shot.
That's the kind of shots PEI are going to need to make to get back in this game.
Whoa, no. Close. Yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Great shot. That a girl.
Hard, Kath. Right out, Kath.
When you're down in points, you must play some draws and some guards. We've talked all week about how guards are not that easy to place. Add into the equation the little bit of struggle that PEI is having with the draw weight, and that makes this even tougher.
Halfway to tight.
Line's good.
Tight. 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 Top 12. Top 8, maybe.
Well, we saw the
Top
ice
8.
maybe getting a little slower, doing things we hadn't been accustomed to, Kathy.
Well, one of the reasons, Vic, is just the sheer numbers of people in here tonight. I talked to Hans at the fifth end break, and what they've done is they've opened the vents in the roof, not to let air in, but only to let the hot air that is rising out, and so that will cool down the building. He showed me on his chart that the temperature has started to drop. I can feel it in here. That will make the conditions more similar to what the players have played.
There's a big vent right over Ray. It's unbelievable how big that vent is.
Are you suggesting a little hot air in the booth?
Yeah, whoa! 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 Whoa!
All right, Jill. Okay.
The other thing, Ray, is
All right, girls. Okay. Let's keep it up.
they could turn up the plant, as it were, and make the ice colder, which I assume would make the ice straighter.
A little bit straighter,
But
Vic.
that would be disappointing.
Well, I mean, they like to keep it. There's nothing wrong with the ice right now. It's just that it's, you know, it's on that point where you have to be so careful. They could make it the ice surface a little colder for sure, and that would straighten things up a little bit.
What'd you get? 60. I got 60. Halfway.
But it really is a never-ending
Tight.
challenge and a battle for the ice makers.
Come around. Want to come around it? No. Top 12. Yep.
Still with the stopwatch, though, the numbers are looking good, so it is holding very well. It was just a couple of spots on the ice, Vic, that seemed to be tricky, and that got them thinking. Maybe overthinking, I guess is the word.
Good. Feel.
And as we look at the house on sheet C, Canada against Saskatchewan, 1, 2, 3 yellows. So this is a draw against 3 for Team Canada. Trailing Saskatchewan and Jan Betker.
Very nice. That a girl.
4-3.
Great shot. Good. Sorry, Kath.
I don't think it's that good. A little more. Yeah. It's out there wider.
And Kelly Scott not having the best night in terms of draws, Linda.
Her first one, actually, Kelly Scott drew in with her first, but a nice hit by Jan Betker means that Kelly is having to repeat it, and this time against 3.
Tina, get up there. Go, go, go.
Boy, again.
Come on, go, go,
Look at this. Get it far enough.
Halfway.
And have a look. Quick look. Have a quick look.
No, it's not.
Halfway. Halfway.
1 yellow.
So Saskatchewan picks up
1
another
yellow.
steal. 5-3, they lead it.
Turn it.
That's 3 stolen points for Saskatchewan.
That was Peel, yeah.
So if you're leading by 3 at 5, I guess we should just pack up the books and go home, except there were 2 exceptions. Manitoba and BC scored big in the second half of their games. 6-point deficits they overcame during round-robin play.
One against the Northwest Territories Yukon and the other against New Brunswick, I believe.
Yeah, just give it to them, Sue.
Very good. Gold star.
Thank you.
So far, they've done a good job of protecting the stone that's in the
A
rings.
little thicker, you got a peach.
Shot rock. There it is.
Thought we could hit
Well, I
the
did
yellow
say
into
that
it.
during round
Yeah,
robin
move it around a
play,
little bit, yeah.
these 2 teams that we're watching here, PEI and Manitoba, both gave up quite a few stolen ends. Team Canada, on the other hand, during round robin play was very stingy. They're having trouble in their game.
Mine's a little tight.
It seems because of the draw weight
Just
slight
lean in.
difference that Kelly Scott's coping with.
Yep.
But there is opportunities
Wait
for
for it for
PEI
a
because
second.
Jennifer Jones
On
takes
its
those
own.
chances
Okay,
and does give
on
up
its
some
own.
steals.
On its own, just clean. It's just over. Whoa. Nice throw, Suzanne. Good sweeping, girls. Shot. It's good. Good shot. Nice throw, Skipper. It's good.
It's a long guard, so Jennifer will come around it.
Just keep guarding
With about back 8-foot weight, I believe she said. She indicated just
Gotta be on the button.
back 4-foot weight.
What are we thinking out here? Are we thinking close out here, Jan?
Yes, weight's normal out here, Jan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's normal.
Well, yeah, Jan's were sliding nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close.
It's a draw, but she won't be sure
I'd
she's
like
not
to touch
light.
it about an inch.
Okay.
But ideally, you just top button. You guys pick the button.
The brushers reinforcing that the speed at this point is normal. It's good, and this is particular path is very good, and it will not slow down as they've seen in other spots. And you have to get that in your mind as the thrower.
Whoa, T. Whoa, back four. T. Line's good. You need
Jennifer Jones.
Coming off the light room. Looks light to me. No, it's up. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Whoa, whoa. Back four. Whoa. It's got a curl to tick that red, Jen. Hard, Jen.
Little rub,
Nice
little
shot.
roll. And 1.
Right.
I think it's only 1. It is. Manitoba's lying 1. That's the shot on the button.
Just how much to play this, I guess. Give them 1. And in the 7. We're 2. Do you think we can come in this way at all? What? We have to skinny that 4. Yeah. Either that or we do this. And hope that she just gets 1.
I think we need to try for steal.
You have to be a little careful, though.
Could you get around that way?
You want to give her a deuce, you're still in this game.
I think we'd be touching that.
No, it's one thing to talk about the steal. I'm not sure how you do it.
I think so, too. Back. Yeah, I was just going to say. Okay. Yep.
I guess you do with the intern with back ring weight or light hack weight.
Back
That's
8?
all I can imagine.
So this is a major decision moment because this is a very difficult shot. A small port, if you happen to tick the center guard, you're in trouble.
The more conservative idea would be what?
Freeze to the face and give them 1, Beck.
One of the things you cannot do is touch that center stone. That is for sure.
Where? Back line.
They all seem to be in agreement when they
Line only. Back 8.
Pick a little curl. You got
decision.
to guess the brushing, and you got to go hard on it.
Picked up by McPhee and Webb. Can't touch it, and they do.
Okay, Sue. Good try.
It was one of those shots you had to kind of, if it was close to the broom at all, you had to hammer it all the way. You just had to take a guess at it.
Your weight is good.
I don't think you could get it with the out? No?
Oh, just touch our 5 even?
Yeah.
She just has to touch the top, and you can see it just.
Moved over a bit.
It was a pretty good clunk. You
Jennifer?
really had to
No,
be
I know
on the
this
brushing
row.
early on
Yeah.
that. As soon as it breaks, it's just gone.
I don't want to take much more because then we're going to get into new stuff.
No,
but
that's fine. We can sweep it early.
yeah, just sweep it early because we have to touch it here. Like you have to touch almost a quarter of it, eh? Oh well, two's all we really need, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Half an inch or so.
To it. If we can,
Yeah.
if we can get a quarter of it, we could try to move theirs, but.
We'll let her know the weight.
Yeah, you got to be on the button.
Unfortunately for PEI, the hole through to get at the redstone did not open up that much. And Jennifer feels this point is extremely important, so she's going to try and make the very difficult draw, maybe a little tap for 2.
A little less.
Whoa,
Line's good.
Final stone here in 6.
Line's good. Whoa, if you can. Whoa, if you can. Yeah. Yes.
Might get an idea of just how lively the houses are right now and see if this yellow stone pushes the red one a little bit.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Moving it far enough for 1, 2, and far enough for 3. Possibly. I think it is 3.
I think she did.
Yeah, 3.
It is 3 for Manitoba here in the 6th.
Hi, everyone at home.
Delicate little shot. Pays off for
Hi,
Manitoba.
Tim. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Kyle and Jenny. I got everybody in.
The 2007 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere, now in bathroom tissue. This Sports Center update is brought to you by E-Trade Canada. At E-Trade Canada, we keep challenging the ordinary to help investors be extraordinary.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Sports Center Newsroom. I'm Darren Detition. We are going to return you to the Scotties Tournament of Hearts in just a moment or two. A reminder, the next edition of the show will come your way following the curling. Let us bring you up to date in the Edmonton Oilers and the Detroit Red Wings, who is 3-2 Detroit in the third. Marc-Antoine Pouliot gets around Dominic Hasek. He loses it. Marty Reisner tucks it in. They're still tied at 3. 1-0 Stars in the first. They are taking on the Ducks. Philippe Boucher from the point. Chris Barch tips it in. It's now 3-0 Big D. Bruins and Lightning. 3-1 Bruins in the second. Phil Kessel will bang in his 8th. 4-1 in favor of Boston. At that point, the Toronto Raptors with a huge victory, by the way, over Indiana. They take the basketball game 110-88. Highlights and more. Sports Center following the curling. We'll see you then, folks.
Scotties, proud supporter of women's curling for over 25 years.
She was helpful. I told you it was going to be easy.
Yeah, you were right.
Got the old RSPs into a personalized plan, just like I said.
Yeah, you did.
You know, when you married me, you got more than just this, which is awesome. You got a little of this.
What'd I get?
You get this?
You need more than RSPs. You need a plan. Talk to one of our financial planners today.
If you vacation in Mexico or the Caribbean, there are any number of ways to contract serious liver diseases like hepatitis A or B. And the problem is, many of the people who get hepatitis A or B have no idea where they contracted it.
It's so beautiful.
So why take the risk? Ask your doctor about Twinrix vaccination, the only dual protection against hepatitis A and B.
Dr. Carolyn Dean, in her new book, Death by Modern Medicine, says that the key to good health is being an informed owner of your own body and making informed healthcare choices. Strauss Herb Company, 25 years in Canada. Trust the tradition.
Hi, I'm Brian Williams, inviting you to join me for a new original series here on TSN. Bell's Spirit of the Game, an inside look at the amateur sports community in Canada. Where are we now? Where are we headed? Beginning Sunday on TSN.
All 48 players have a chance, but now only 2 remain. Only 2 with a chance to win the beautiful 2007 Ford Edge. All the players start out hoping to make these 6 shots. All the shots worth a maximum 5 points. You get them all, you could score as high as 30 points. 6 of the 7 past winners have been skips, but not this year, because it'll either be Corey Bartle, the lead for Alberta, or Kelly Turpin, who throws second stones for the Northwest Territories Yukon. Turpin trying to make the double. And that is good enough to give Kelly the win. She'll take back to Yellowknife the beautiful 2007 Ford Edge. And that is your TSN Turpin point here in Lethbridge. Friday night, the ENMAX Center in Lethbridge, and our final evening of coverage, 2007 Scotties Tournament of Hearts. The winner will go on to Saturday's semifinal. The loser here will bow out of this year's Scotties, and right now it's 8-2 Manitoba. What a delicate little shot that was, Linda, for Manitoba.
It was a wonderful shot, but I think Ray and I were chatting in the break again. We believe that Suzanne Gaudet picked the wrong moment to take that big risk. Jennifer Jones is playing well. She's really coming on strongly. That was an extremely difficult shot to report that PEI tried, and as soon as you don't make it, you leave the chance for multiple points.
Careful. Even.
Well, if you could have held Manitoba to the single, I know you don't like to be down 3, but at least down 3 is you're still in the game. You get a deuce, and next thing you know, you're down 1. This is not the real easy ice to protect on. And now, of course, getting up to 3, it really is Very, very difficult. There have been a couple of comebacks from 6 deficits during the round robin, but not against this particular team.
And they were against teams where Linda questioned the defensive ability of those teams. They left rocks in play. I don't think you're going to get that with Jennifer Jones.
Well, you did right up until the last end because the score was close enough. But this end already, a rock came deep that belonged to Manitoba. The corner guard went up, and Manitoba took out their own rock. And if we now look at the breakdown of draws to hits, you're going to see Manitoba really leaning to the hits. PEI has to stay with the draws, and that has been a problem to get those draws in the right position.
Oh, I think we're over. You're good, guys. You're good. Keep going.
It's fine, Vic, when the other team plays along, but as soon as they stop playing your style that you need, you're in trouble.
It's good. You're at 90.
That's the house between Canada and Saskatchewan. Now, Saskatchewan is up 5-3. They stole one in 6. And this is the final stone for Saskatchewan and Jan Betker out of the Cali and Regina. Kathy?
Well, this is one of those nights that Team Saskatchewan has everything going for them, and it's been a bit of a struggle for Team Canada. As you take a look at the house, that yellow stone was the first draw thrown by Jan. That great stone on top of it was Kelly Scott's second.
Are you sure? You're okay for line. You're okay for line. Yep.
How's that? Wow. Down on top. Shot stone still belongs to Team Canada as they have the hammer in the 7th.
Well, we haven't been following this particular sheet, but
I think I'd rather
it looks like
edge button going
the in-turn draw may be there. In-turn draw to the edge of the button.
How much of a break is it, Linda, that those 2 stones on either side straddling that center line are almost mirrors of each other?
It's a hard port to get through. The other problem is the way the stones are lined up, Vic. Team Canada could go up and look at maybe running something in, but the problem is, see those red stones that belong to Team Canada? They're on the wrong side of the sheet of ice. If you run it in at that angle, the drag on the frozen stones, you might make a mess and leave Saskatchewan's rock shot rock.
So there is the draw here for 2 and a tie game. Through the hole and drop it on the button.
Line's great. Line's great. Line's good. Room. Room. Off. 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 Off.
Renee Simons
Off.
on the right, Sasha Carter on the left. Gina Schrader calling the line. Have to really wait for it to break.
Here it goes.
Found the hole. It did. Now, will it stop in time? Has to find the button. Did it grab it? And it did. What a draw. Absolutely brilliant. The defending champion, Kelly Scott, evens it up 5-5.
Good job, you guys.
The interesting thing here, see how long they have to wait, and you know, Linda, it almost curled too much. It just catches the side of the button. A wonderful shot by Team Canada skip Kelly Scott to get the extra point, that, as Vic mentions, to tie that game up.
Back. We got the 4-foot now.
Those two looked like the same way.
Yeah, they felt the same. Yeah. Yeah.
Yours looked like fine.
Long
Sit down.
corner is up. Robin McPhee throwing third stones for PEI, and it will just hold on to the back edge.
It's on. Half? Yeah, 3/4 even. Same weight. Is that tight icing me, Jill, compared to yours? Yeah,
That's what she gave me on my first one. I
Okay.
think that's good.
We heard the Manitoba sports psychologist in the game chat about how the team prepared today. They've done a very nice job. Remember, right from the beginning, a great hit and roll in the first end by Jill Officer, set up the deuce. And then a great double and 2 by Jennifer Jones. Made it very difficult for Suzanne Goody.
Good. Nice roll.
These player numbers are brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
I suggested a key for PEI was Robin McPhee, and she's not letting them down. They're just not getting the stones exactly in the right spot. And a nice number for Kathy Overton Clapham from Manitoba. Good performance by both thirds, but definitely the lineup of Manitoba from lead through skip has really come to play.
Did you get that? No. T-line, back 8. Back 8. Whoa. Line's good. Tons of room. Back 8. It's nice, Robin.
Try it and pick the front, or anything? Probably not. Such a long guard.
You might have a smut one out your foot.
Oh, what? Anything.
But even then, it's really nothing.
Just straight peel?
I guess so.
You can't see any of it.
Do
you want to come to it? I don't want to give up 3, eh?
No, peel it.
Or do you want to throw bumper? No.
No, because then we're still, well.
If we roll over, it's not a big deal. Then I just hit the open one. So throw bump?
Yeah.
Hack?
Can I go look?
Yeah.
I just want to see. Oh, yeah. This way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hack?
Yeah.
I think so.
You've said
and
that before,
front,
Linda. Sometimes as skips,
there,
you should go out and look at it. Even if you go out to the other hog line and look at it from the thrower's point of view, get a different perspective.
You do.
It's strange, though, you know, Vic, I would just run the guard off.
Absolutely, that's what I was going to say. You go out, Vic, and you have a look. That rock's dead buried. I don't care which angle you're looking at it. That rock is covered.
Yeah.
Fraction less, maybe.
You can get to it, and I guess if you don't, you'll miss it on the
Fraction
inside and peel off the guard. But I just think it's a peel shot. You're up 8-2. I wouldn't even be. I wouldn't even be considering anything else, quite frankly. But
they're throwing it quietly, which is why you get concerned. Sometimes these hack weight shots are tricky. You don't want to make a mental error now when you have such control of this game.
Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa, chunk it. Hard, Jill. Hard, Jill. Hard.
now Suzanne can make it a little more difficult by getting behind the corner and half covering the back one. So now all of a sudden your shot is a little trickier. You heard Jennifer say, I don't want to give up 3. So when she said that, I thought, well, she just was going to run up and peel the guard off, completely peel it off. And then, you know, they spread the rocks out. You hit 1, they hit the stick for 2. But now it's going to be a little trickier shot if Suzanne can get around this guard and put it in the 8-foot, half behind the guard and half covering the rock at the back. Not that it's, not that you can't make it. It's just that it's a little more difficult shot.
More difficult than it needed to be with the scoreboard the way it is.
Where? T. Pardon? Where? Line's great.
Suzanne Goody and her first PEI, playing the Red Stones with the hammer.
Back 8. Line's good. Where? Line only. Back 8. Whoa. Stop there, baby. T-line. Okay, nice weight, Suzanne. Good judging, girls.
Well, it is draw percentages have cost both teams, but now when you look at what has to happen for the rest of the game, it's that draw game that Suzanne Goody must rely on, whereas Jennifer Jones, perfect on her hits, can stay with that style.
Normal. Okay, then. Little up. Oh.
PEI will have a chance for 2.
We go back to the end that Manitoba got their 3, back to the 6th end, and I really think Suzanne should have drawn around and the guard and just conceded Manitoba that 1, or made them make a very difficult shot to get their 2. And I don't, they would have had to like draw right to the button if they had anything. And then of course you can see how a corner guard can generate an extra point. Give them that 1, and then you get 2. You sneak a little closer, you're only down 2 all of a sudden.
It's all yours. Line's good. Line's good. Where? T. It's all yours. Copy. Line's good. Nice shot, Suzanne. Atta girl. 2 red?
2 red it is. PEI get a little closer, but it's still Manitoba comfortably in front.
He must make the double. He has to save the shooter.
It's a tough shot, let me tell you.
The Canadian Championship and a trip to the Air Canada Silver Bruins. Hackner must kill both Alberta Stones and save the shooter.
Oh, he's well out there. Now it's starting to curl. Is he going to hit it thin enough?
He's going to get a piece of it. He may have it.
Oh, listen. Can you believe that? That is the most fantastic shot I've seen in curling.
Hi, Laura. Big accident at home.
Uh-oh. Indoor soccer again?
And Mom's coming over for dinner.
Come on, we'll get you started.
Got an electrical project? Start right at True Value. You know you'll find everything you need for all your do-it-yourself projects, along with the friendly expert advice that you've come to expect.
Now you just have to make dinner.
And keep Ricky outside.
True Value. Start right, start here.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready! Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
With our new breakfast sandwich, you can't get to Tim Hortons fast enough. Eggs, bacon, or sausage, processed cheese, all on a toasted home-style biscuit, just $2.49.
Always fresh at Tim Hortons.
Canada's largest coast-to-coast mover, AMJ Campbell, has been moving households and offices locally and internationally since 1934. As the most trusted movers in Canada, AMJ Campbell is your source for your home, office, or do-it-yourself move. At AMJ Campbell, we treat your possessions like they're our own. AMJ Campbell is the only moving company that you can pay on your Sears card to earn Sears Club points. Thinking of moving? Call AMJ Campbell.
Stay up to date with trade deadline activity. Become a Molson Insider and get up to the second text alerts when you text keyword trade to 25858. Brought to you by Molson Canadian. Must be legal drinking age. No product purchase necessary. To unsubscribe, text STOP to 25858.
Next edition of Sports Center is coming up as soon as we're done here in Lethbridge. That NHL trade deadline, that's coming up. Maybe there's some rumors to talk about. Match play golf, Stephen Ames, Tiger Woods in the play, and of course a full complement of NHL, NBA highlights. Sports Center right after we're done here
it's
at
like really short,
the
so
Scotties.
we're hoping that it's going to stop, but I don't think it is.
Whoa, Dale, no.
Hey, Dan.
8-4, Manitoba leading, and Manitoba playing the Yellowstones with the hammer here in 8.
Maybe they want us to get it. This is the 8, girls.
Just when we said Manitoba wouldn't leave the rocks in play because they have the big edge, 4-point lead. That come-run attempt comes way short by Janet Arnott, so there are 2 guards to work with.
T, back forward.
Break.
Back 8.
Definite break.
Back 8. Line's great. Back 8. Back 4. Line's great. Back 8. Back 8.
Well, we're gonna peek out the other way.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Good stuff.
Ooh.
Good stuff.
Nice judging.
Firm.
And this is where, as a player, a lead who's put up a guard, you feel kind of embarrassed because now you have to peel it off.
Just a 9. No.
Wasn't meant
Just
to be
a
out
9.
front.
Clean. Yep. Good. Atta girl. All right there. Let's see how slide you can far this time. Or far you can slide. Right in.
What'd you get?
49.
I got 57.
T. Yep, line.
Line only.
Where?
Top 4. Back 4.
Whoa. Back 4. Room.
T.
Lots of room.
T line.
Through there.
Line. Curl.
Line's great. Nice shot.
Shot,
Watching
Carol.
the 8th end as well, Canada and Saskatchewan. Team Canada playing the Redstone scored 2 in the 7th to tie it at 5. And this is the final stone for the defending champion out of Kelowna, Kelly Scott. Kathy?
Well, difficult for Kelly Scott. She made a great draw last end, Vic, for that extra point. But in this end, on her first, she tried to bury around a corner guard, came short yet again, and that was when Jan Betker buried around the other corner guard. That's what she's trying to counter right now.
There is that yellow stone back edge of the 8. And she's going to come up light again.
Just too much ice, really. I think that it's a little bit light for sure, but it's a hit for 2 for Saskatchewan. Big 2 points here in 8. As Kathy mentioned, she had a chance. You'll see the red rock on the other side of the sheet. That was a come around by Kelly Scott as well that came up short.
Yeah, let's go, Ren.
So this is a chance for Jan Betker to make a good shot and score her deuce in 8.
Meanwhile, in our feature game, you see the PEI stone, T-line, 4 foot, covered by another PEI stone. Manitoba does have the hammer there, playing yellow.
Green, yep. Back 4, back 8. Whoa, then. Back 8.
Jan Betker.
Back 8. Okay. No yeah, right up.
And that's 2.
And on the PEI shot, that's 2 behind the guard. Very nice shot. No matter who moves on to weekend play, they will have to assess the stones and ice. Janet Arnott's come up very short on a couple of her shots on the Manitoba game. If they happen to win and move on, they might reassess that stone. But definitely the ice a little bit different. They'll have to take a very good look at it and decide if any changes are needed in their amount of ice and the weight.
Halfway, Sue.
Well, in the Canada-Saskatchewan game, Jan Betker created or generated those 2 points all by herself. A nice come around and then a nice hit and stick for 2.
Robin McPhee.
Tight. What'd you get?
72.
Oh,
On its own.
Mine. Halfway. Halfway.
On its own. Whoa. Just over.
Long.
That's good there. It's good.
Nice shot, Lucy.
peel. Straight peel.
It's almost like Jen hates peeling.
She does.
I hate peeling rocks.
She wants a way to get at those rocks in the forefoot.
Yep. Yep. Hard! Hard, Jill. Hard! All you got, Jill. All you got. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Good shot. Let it go. Okay, Kath, that's good.
PEI has actually done a great job
What'd you get?
several times coming this direction, putting up
Halfway.
guards, and we talked about how that wasn't easy. They've been
Halfway
doing a
to
very
tight.
good job of
Line's
it.
good, guys.
It's just been the
Line's
one
good.
wrong shot here or there that's
Little
gotten them
bit
into
further.
trouble. But
Yep.
guards,
Yep.
they've done
Yep.
well.
Hard. Shot. Good shot, Robin.
Great card.
Just give me a little more ice.
Hey?
Just give me a little more ice.
You like the other turn?
No? No. What?
Oh, I thought you wanted the other turn. No?
No.
Okay. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Clean. Hi, girl. Good. Good, Kath. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
That's okay. You can't get both.
Linda, let's take a look at the game story brought to you by Scotties, Canada's favorite facial tissue.
So many things happened early. The deuce by Manitoba, the first end, and Suzanne Goody heavy on a draw, and that was a big steal. I think the chance that Suzanne Goody took trying to go through the port, giving Manitoba 3, maybe was too risky, and it is Jennifer Jones with the edge at that all-important skip position.
Go ahead, read that. You won't, will you? Ah, dear. You won't read parole officer.
I wouldn't. I left it for you, Vic.
No. See, we have this all week. We've been coming up with
No
Line's
biting
a little
on
tight.
that one.
Halfway to tight. Just
these terrible
halfway.
pun-like
Just clean.
sayings.
Over.
And Linda
Just
will
go,
not,
let's go.
she looks at them and just turns her head. She will
It's
not
like
read them.
the pitcher shaking off the catcher.
And not going there. Quite funny.
That's good, Sue. That's good.
Well, I just
Nice
have another
throw.
week
Good
till we
scoop,
start again in Hamilton.
I can't wait.
For Robin's Probably PLA.
Yeah, what else?
We could draw a tap.
I think we have to peel.
Dead buried, so.
Huh? You want this turn?
Yeah, I'll throw the, sure, yeah. I'll throw the in.
I mean, what are you hoping here?
I think this is Jennifer Jones's first peel since the beginning of the round robin.
Maybe. But you just have to
I think
hope,
it's
what,
PLA.
the Goody's next one,
not
if
really
she's
a
going to
guard, though,
cover it
that's the
again,
thing. I mean, it
isn't
looks
quite
like
as
a
good and
guard.
allows you a chance at the double?
So
Well,
high.
you're going to have to draw otherwise, Vic,
Oh, I
if it's a
see.
perfect
Okay.
guard. It's funny, though. You're right, Ray. If you think to this end, Suzanne Goody puts up the first rock. Manitoba decide to draw around it. If I'd looked at that situation in the 8th end, up that many points, mine rock is going through. Janet Arnott comes up way short. PEI makes a beautiful come around, and now you're already in trouble.
Just clean.
Jennifer Jones just loves to find a way to score.
Nice shot. Good job. Yeah. Let's go. It's good. Just that side of center, yeah.
You could play the
Right here,
guard
girls.
a little tighter, just bite the top 12 foot. You gotta hope for kind of a miracle, force her to draw.
This is one of those where you're tempted to leave her a fairly large piece available of the shot stone and see if she'll go after it. You can put a third one in and see what happens. You need a break here, whether you guard it and she misses a draw, or you put it in and she misses a hit.
Halfway. Yep.
Final stone in 8 for PEI.
Right. Halfway.
Suzanne Goody.
Here, girls. Yep. Yep. Halfway.
They've played it well.
Yep.
As Linda says, they got those two in early and have protected very well since.
Halfway. Okay, Sue, that's good. Good. Nice shot.
Hey, it's a good shot.
Very good shot.
You would have liked to have had it just biting the 12-foot, so there's 3 in the rings.
Sorry, I drew.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Yeah, just did.
I just want to make sure we don't take a little bit less.
Full 4. Manitoba and Jennifer Jones facing a couple here with her last one.
On the button.
Good. So 3 still 2. I don't know.
Sure hoping anyway, Suzanne Goody, that this may be a little light, maybe a little heavy. What a big steal it would be for PEI in the 8th.
Line's good. Line's perfect.
Jill Officer on the left,
My broom.
Janet Arnott on the right.
Got no backing. Straight draw to my broom. On the button. Line's perfect. Line's perfect.
Now we saw a number similar to that earlier. Remember, it went right to the back, but not this one.
Nice shot. Sorry, good call, Jan.
It looks like it stopped just in time.
Yeah,
For
I just
one.
want to look. Sorry. That's all right. Yep, it's yellow.
One yellow, Manitoba just in time.
One yellow. Yeah. I thought I threw normal there. We're close to. What'd you get?
Well, I just 75, but
Nice shot.
I thought you. Sorry, Jen. Sorry about that. Jen called it.
9-4, Manitoba leading.
We're getting rid of all your bad stuff.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready. Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
A giant step for trucks is coming your way. An all-new 6.4-liter Power Stroke diesel with dual turbos. Arriving at your Ford store.
In Vancouver 2010, the Olympic Winter Games return to home ice. It's our time to make some noise and cheer on our athletes. Our time to shine and celebrate the best in the world. Over the next 3 years, a collection of new coins from the Royal Canadian Mint hits the ice, including our first, curling. Look in your change and go to mint.ca for your collector card and other collectibles. Let's make some noise, Canada, and make it happen.
Jimmy up! You must study harder, not just hockey all the time. Ming Ming Ba.
Come on, Tommy! Dad, what are you doing here?
See, Tommy. Double.
Thanks. He's good.
Better than you.
How would you know?
I come watch.
Okay, what team did I play for?
You right wing.
Thanks for coming, Dad.
Give me my picture back.
Couple of keys, please.
State your case, young man.
I'm on a first date, and a couple of Keiths would be great.
My finest ale would be perfect. Does she possess any land or livestock?
She has a condo and a cat.
Ooh, she's a keeper. Wilson, the pride of Nova Scotia. Hey, Wilson, what's a condo?
While we were away, Suzanne Goody and the team from Charlottetown have conceded. Manitoba wins it, make the final 9-4. And so Manitoba will go on to Saturday's semifinal. And now they wait for either Team Canada or Saskatchewan, who are currently on the ice. And they are playing the 9th. Saskatchewan is leading 7-5. And Team Canada playing the Redstones do have the hammer.
We're in front of it, guys, eh? Okay.
Well, it's been a very interesting inland. At one point, Saskatchewan had three rocks in the 4-foot, and Sasha Carter made an absolutely sensational shot to get all three moving and just snuck by a guard and turned this whole thing around. And there was a miss by Saskatchewan. And then the yellow rock you see coming into view in a moment that's sitting in the rings was frozen in front of the other, and Gina just chipped it off of the face of it.
Line's good.
So there are enough Redstones in the rings. Team Canada trying to score big here. Unfortunately for them, Saskatchewan's got a great one in position. And here comes another one.
Jan Betker and her first skip stone.
That's good.
Let's just move it to there.
Can she hammer the double?
We'll just come up to nose on it. Because if we keep her here, how is she getting the two reds out with this here? This is Renee's. This is Renee's ice with the light.
Shot rock belongs to Team Canada. That's the red rock right on the Scotties' heart.
Yeah.
Now she's just going to tap the yellow back and try and let's see, can she get enough room to get? No, can't roll
Come
very
to the
much.
yellow and move it like a rock. Keep it back.
Just tap. She's just going to tap this rock back so slightly right there. Just tap it back.
This is
Try and
Renee's. I think
sit
she came up to the
right
guard.
The beginning part of this game, Kelly Scott seemed to struggle with draw weight. 8th then, she struggled with taking too much ice on a come around.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I hear you.
And that's why those numbers are where they are, down in the 60s. Coming in, she was the #1 skip at 82%.
This is a big, big shot. If she can get line 2 off this.
No, room. Room.
Whoa, all you got.
Room. Whoa.
All you got.
Whoa.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Wow.
Came down, eh?
Well, it was perfect weight.
I threw quite a bit on that
looks like
sucker. Jeez, that's coming down. Curling when it's losing the weight.
What do you like? Set it out, or we sit here? Mm-hmm. Want to take a timeout? Sure. Timeout. Time.
Each team is given 2 1-minute timeouts, as well as their 73 minutes to play the game, and that's the first of their 2.
Does it look tight?
Well, it's there.
Yeah.
This out turn draw is pretty tough too, and if I ever leave it high,
I know.
then we're right.
Yeah.
Almost like we have to try that.
Yeah. And then you get rid of one and yeah. We'll get by the guard.
Yeah.
So
well, We
You
hope
can
so.
maybe get them both, right?
Maybe if you hit
But we don't want to play it that tight.
Yeah. You can see half, eh?
Yeah.
I think we almost have to play that, eh?
Yeah. Of this?
Yeah.
It looks better than it did over there.
So either that or we draw here, but if I ever sit it up there.
Well, it moves in so much to you, there's a chance of making
Yeah. I like this.
You like that?
I think that looks
Yeah. Okay, up weight.
Yeah.
So to come to a nose with normal weight, I'd probably get about there, right?
Yep.
So does that look okay with up weight?
I think you'll
Will
be
it come
good.
that much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, obviously, Team Saskatchewan would love to hold them to 1 point. That rock in the middle of the 8-foot allows her to play this kind of a shot. If it wasn't there, you couldn't play it because of the 2 rocks on the running the 12-foot. But it's still a very dangerous shot for Jan.
What's she doing, Liz?
She's going to throw up weight, try and hit the top one, and get rid of one of them for sure.
Okay, can she slash that red across and make the double? Is it possible?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Final stone for Saskatchewan, Jan Betker. Team Canada have the hammer. Good or right. Inglis on the brush. Got it by, they do. Slash it across. Bounce it. And it'll go and sit for second shot. Now can Team Canada get to that yellow sitting center line top 8 for a deuce.
Boy, that was close to the guard.
Thank you.
Then close to
the next stone as well. Great brushing to get it by.
Any less weight, and that's going to tick that front one or the back one.
That little kick,
Yeah.
like the
it
rock
needs a
gets.
little less. Yeah.
And what a kick it would be for Saskatchewan if they can win this and go right through the Sunday's final.
She's just drawing for 1 here, so
they can't get to it, huh?
Well, they probably could get to it, but would it jam on the side one?
There's a way to do it using the guard. That's very risky, though, Vic.
Run it back, straight back for a deuce.
less than my first one.
So need the 4-foot.
Yeah, line. Yep. Okay,
Little
line okay.
piece of it.
Line's okay. Whoa. Line's okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Coming down now.
Whoa.
Starting to slide.
You need the 4-foot. You got to sit down. Need the 4. Hang on now. Hang on now.
No, it's a steal of 1, I think.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't be so quick. Looks really close, Ray.
Yeah, it does.
Measurable, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Very
Measure,
close.
please.
What a big point that is if Saskatchewan picks it up and steals another one here.
What do you think?
It's close. I was a little quick in my judgment, but it looked like it slid too far, but
I think so too.
All right.
So a big shot made by Saskatchewan skip Jan Betker with great brushing from her teammates. And it maybe looks like Kelly Scott couldn't quite equal it. That's quite a skill, too, to come back after Vic seeing a rock. You think it might tick, and it just gets by and does the damage that last rock did. And you have to get in the hack and throw the draw.
Saskatchewan stone is yellow. And just watch the micrometer all the way around to the red stone. It is yellow, steal of 1.
What do you want to do now?
I don't think any rocks that were three up, right?
Yeah.
Any rocks that could help at all.
New all-wheel drive. Fusion from Ford.
The Olympic Winter Games are returning to home ice. Now, the Royal Canadian Mint presents a series of new coins to celebrate our athletes' quest for gold. Winning, though, also takes you, your encouragement and enthusiasm. In fact, without it, their hopes and dreams disappear. Collect our new curling coin from your change, also available at Petro Canada, or visit an RBC branch today. Collect it and cheer on our Vancouver 2010 athletes.
Couple of keys, please.
State your case, young man.
I'm on a first date, and a couple of Keiths would be great.
My finest ale would be perfect. Does she possess any land or livestock?
She has a condo and a cat.
Ooh, she's a keeper. Wilson, the pride of Nova Scotia. Hey, Wilson, what's a condo?
In March 08, the world will come to Vernon, British Columbia for the Ford World Women's Curling Championship. Watch for tickets to go on sale soon at Ticketmaster.
This is where the world will run. Vernon, this is where the world will run.
Hey, Bob. Big mess at home. Uh-oh. Looks like you need a new kitchen faucet. Come on, let's get you started.
Thinking about a renovation? Before a small plumbing project bursts into a large problem, start right at True Value. You know you'll always find friendly expert advice for all your do-it-yourself projects.
Thanks again for all your help. Hey, don't forget your towel.
True Value. Start right, start here.
Back pain. It doesn't just make you feel bad. Robax Platinum doesn't just relieve back pain. It also relaxes those tight, tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
It all starts a week from tomorrow. We'll see the likes of Kevin Martin, Jeff Stoughton, Brad Goucher. The Tim Hortons Brier from Copps Coliseum in Hamilton. Our coverage begins on March 3rd, a week from tomorrow, and look at the field. Those are former champions, Glenn Howard out of Ontario, and Brad Goucher, of course, the Olympic gold medal winner representing Newfoundland and Labrador. Well, we saw Jennifer Jones and her Manitoba team advance to tomorrow's semifinal, beating PEI 9-4, and now waiting to see who they will play.
That's a great Brier field, so if you live anywhere in southern Ontario, you get it over to Hamilton, get your tickets. Watch the best players in the game.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean it. Seems split. Just seems a little. Line's nice.
Well, that was a bit of a heartbreaker for Kelly Scott. They just haven't been as sharp today. They look so, you know, we haven't watched the whole game, so in fairness, it's, but they just, a couple draws missed. This young Kelly Scott usually doesn't miss many draws. Certainly didn't all week, Linda.
Yep.
But her numbers, Linda, do tell, the numbers for Kelly Scott tell the story tonight.
Well, Kelly Scott, as I mentioned, has struggled with the ice. Nice peel there. She has struggled with the amount of ice as well as the speed. And Vic, during round-robin play, Team Canada only gave up 5 stolen ends for 8 stolen points. And when you look at that scoreboard, what's that telling you? Already in this game, 3 stolen ends for 4 points. It's just not like Team Canada to give up that many points. And the risk wasn't really huge in the ends. They just could not execute those last shots. So if it continues the way it looks like it might with Saskatchewan winning, Team Canada will have to figure out the ice and talk about the ends that did not go well.
Let's call a timeout after this. Just to get our game plan, like when we're gonna go.
Park!
It's interesting too as we watch this peel from Nancy Inglis. The last few ends, to me, it has not looked like the right game pace for Kelly Scott. She's been putting the broom down and sort of racing down to the hack to throw. And it's one of those things as a coach I really watch, and I'm sure Jerry Richard here, their coach, is taking a look at things like that. And just, it seems like as soon as the problem started with not being sure of the ice, it affected other aspects of Kelly Scott's game. We saw her percentage come up earlier. It's just not like her to do those sorts of things.
For sure, I agree.
And so they'll learn from it. They're champions and they're very good at learning those lessons and being better the next day.
That's the beauty of being in the 1-2 game as well. And the fact is that you get to play again. Jennifer Jones and Suzanne Gaudet, of course, it was sudden death. The loser is out, and Suzanne, as it turns out.
Oh, timeout now?
The loser of this game will get a chance to play Jennifer Jones tomorrow in the semifinal, and the winner will move on to the final on Sunday.
Two corner guards set up, trying to get the 3. You need mistakes on those corners. And so far, they're not getting them. When you come to thirds rocks, it's too late to continue with the double corner guard. So Kelly Scott's asking for the come around from Gina Schrader. They will try and bring this rock deep in the house and still hope for the mistake on the corner guard, a nose hit or a flash. Then you can get a second rock wrapped around it. We think back to the one game in the past at the Canadian curling trials where Russ Howard, I believe, scored 4 on one corner guard. So it does happen.
Line's good. Bring it deep.
You need mistakes,
Line's
though.
really nice. Stay with it. We've got to finish it. Finish it. Yep. Yep. Hard line.
John Morris, wasn't it?
Hard. Go, go,
That's
go.
right.
Every inch, every inch. Nice shot.
And every time he wrapped one around, John would try and pick it and couldn't. Wrap another one around, pick it, couldn't. Pat, and you're right. One wide corner.
Yeah. It happens. But right now, it looks like Saskatchewan is throwing these very well. Jan Betker with the tremendous shot last end, and the rest of the team making these peels.
John Morris is now playing third for Kevin Martin. And we'll see him in Hamilton. You weave a quilt. I tell you, I knew you were just started something, and how it all came together.
Whoa, yep.
So we mentioned a week from tomorrow, March 3rd, our coverage begins, and in draw 1, we will see Kevin Martin as he opens again against British Columbia. We will see Glenn Howard as he plays Nova Scotia. 2:30 Eastern Time, next Saturday, March the 3rd, opening draw, the Tim Hortons Friar.
Line's good. Back 8 if you can. Clean it.
Well, the 3-point lead really
Back
makes
8
it
if you
tough
can,
on
guys.
Team Canada.
Back 12 even.
And Kelly being able to make that draw, then she would have been only 1 down coming home without, mind you, but anything can happen in a curling game. You get those chance to put those 2 free guards up and
Just make it go away, right? Yeah. Am I missing something?
Just make it go away, you heard Jan Betker say. That's all we have to do, just make it go away. And then Team Canada has to make their remaining 2 stones count as time and stones are running out on the defending champions here.
hands are a little sweaty.
Yeah, I can't blame you.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess so. They were very excited, Linda, to pick up second place. It's been a long way back for
Queen.
the former Canadian world champion, Olympic gold medal winner.
Been a superb week for them. Their rookie Lana Vey at third has played so well for Jan Betker, and Jan has looked so comfortable on the ice as skip.
That's just so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, for this one, I think I'll give the in turn because you're out turn.
Room, line's good.
Come on, go, go, go. Got lots of room.
Yep. Line's good.
Right to the back.
Right back
Line's
to it.
great.
Right back. Okay, as long as you're biting 8. Okay, Kel.
So Jan Betker can run Team Canada out of stones. Betker, whose last appearance in 2003 was a loss in the 3-4 game to Kathy Cunningham in Newfoundland and Labrador. And now she has, with this shot and a deep breath, a chance to put herself into Sunday's final.
What? Is that too much ice or that's okay? You're throwing firm.
And the final little bit of advice from longtime teammate Marcy Gooderite: little less ice. We know it's going to be firm weight.
Yep. Yep. Park. All the way. Right up.
Threw it straight as an arrow.
And there it is. Saskatchewan is in Sunday's final. And Saturday's semi
Good luck tomorrow.
will be a rematch of last year's Scotties final, as Manitoba will play Team Canada. Make the final 8-5. Saskatchewan and the team from the Cali in Regina winning.
What just happened? I don't know. I like it. Cool, you guys.
So our playoff board is complete with just one space to fill. Saskatchewan is into the final, and who they will play Sunday will be determined tomorrow in the semifinal. Team Canada against Manitoba.
The 2007 Scotties Tournament of Hearts on TSN is brought to you in part by Strauss Herb Company, trust the tradition, by M&M Meat Shop, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle, and by Tim Hortons' new breakfast sandwich. It'll make your morning.
He must make the double. He has to save the shooter.
It's a tough shot, let me tell you.
The Canadian Championship and a trip to the Air Canada Silver Broom. Hackner must kill both Alberta stones and save the shooter.
Oh, he's well out there. Now it's starting to curl. Is he going to hit it thin enough?
He's going to get a piece of it. He may have it.
Oh, listen. Can you believe that? That is the most fantastic shot I've seen in curling.
Hey, Bill.
Steve, looks like you had a barbecue meltdown.
Right before the big party.
Come on, we'll get you started again.
Planning some changes to your backyard? From barbecues and lawnmowers to garden tools and accessories, plus friendly expert advice. Start right at True Value for all your do-it-yourself projects. Choose SO ProTech Extra 10W30 oil starting at $3.19. For ease and convenience, the Easy Wrap 1000 dispenser, $19.99.
Thanks again, Bill.
Whoops, don't forget your fire extinguisher.
True Value. Start right. Start here.
Will she be good? Will she be great? Will she win a gold medal? Will she make a nation hold their breath at exactly the same moment? She might. Please give to the Sandra Schmirler Foundation and support neonatal hospital units across Canada, because champions start small.
The Strauss Herb Company manufactures a full line of herbal dietary supplements based on traditional European recipes. Our biggest Strauss Heart Drop sale of the year is on now at a health food store near you.
Why M&M? Variety. Yeah, I mean, before dinner was so, Dinner! Boys, dinner's ready! Dinner! Guys? You know, now M&M helps us put together hundreds of meals that we can all enjoy together, which is nice.
With our new breakfast sandwich, you can't get to Tim Hortons fast enough. Eggs, bacon, or sausage, processed cheese, all on a toasted home-style biscuit, just $2.49.
Always fresh at Tim Hortons.
Now we turn our attention to a week from tomorrow, Saturday, March 3rd, 2:30 Eastern Time, and our opening day coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. And those are just two of the games you'll see: Ontario against Nova Scotia and Alberta against British Columbia, Glenn Howard and Kevin Martin, respectively. So that concludes our coverage here in Lethbridge. We want to wish all the remaining teams, Jan Betker in Saskatchewan, Kelly Scott, Team Canada, and Team Manitoba, Jennifer Jones, all the very best in the weekend play. We also want to say sincere thanks to all the curlers for their cooperation this week here in Lethbridge. We know we ask a lot of you, and all of you have been wonderful, so thank you again very much. And a special thanks to our crew, the men and women of our crew who have worked so hard. 3 draws yesterday, 3 draws today. Thank you very much for all your effort. Now, on behalf of Linda and Kathy, Ray, and our entire crew, thank you for joining us. We'll talk with you again in Hamilton. Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage is on Canada's sports leader, TSN.